Niners! Live from the Niner Empire, it's Friday night. Boom, 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 boom. Featuring the primetime players. A production says, keep in line, Ronbo, or we'll get you. Fam, here we are at that particular point when decisions are being made that are going to be questioned on every level, right? But the offseason 2022 drama will continue for weeks, right? And I got a feeling, even after the draft, we're going to see you saying like, what? This is just one of the what off seasons, and I'm loving it though, actually. And the Niners, as you know, have reclaimed the services of defensive tackle Kerry Hyder, much to most of our delights. Hyder's return to San Francisco adds a solid rotational option that will literally hit the ground running. I love it. With nothing more than a little refresher course and added defensive tidbits from defensive coordinator, because when Hyder was here, it was Robert Saleh. So, it was Robert, right? Wait a minute. Robert's been gone for only one season. Yeah. When Kerry left, it was all about Robert Saleh and Chris Kasurik. It is going to be interesting to see what DeMeco adds to whatever Kerry's going to do. But I'm pretty sure DeMeco's going to say, you know where to go, man. He's waiting on you, man. Chris is down. You ready to go? Hey, see him? Yeah. So... But with nothing more than a refresher course added, as I say, from tidbits from DeMeco maybe. And as usual, during the offseason, though, most extremely high-profile players, right? We're always connected to them in some way, fashion, or form. This is no exception. Saquon has been, and I'm talking about Saquon Barkley, has suddenly emerged in rumors as the Giants are trying to reduce payroll. And tonight, taking your phone calls for your thoughts on the added potency of Kerry Hyder's return to the Niners lineup and that defensive front and rotation and oh gosh, yes. And also, does the addition of Saquon Barkley appeal to you? The Niners announced the signing of quarterback Marquise Denard to a one-year deal. For what? What was that guy last year that we signed? They got just steamrolled against the Cardinals? And they got rid of him a few hours later. Anyway, I hope Denard is better than that. DD played 21 snaps as an emergency replacement last season during the Niners' Week 18 win over the Rams. What's up, Rams? I know you've been here. And while Denard was active for the team's two final playoff games, he did not play a defensive snap in either matchup. So I got a feeling this is another one of those player additions that is just stopping by for a moment, or more commonly known as camp fodder, to give him a chance since he stayed with us last year to go ahead and see if, indeed, he can do enough to make the team this year, or in this particular camp. Mrs. Denard's baby boy has been through a number of teams already around the league, so I'm just figuring he's on the bubble to start with. And Mike Garafolo tweets, the Giants agreed to terms with former 49ers wide receiver. Richie James Jr. on a one-year deal, sources say. Former seventh-round pick missed last season with a knee injury after grabbing career-high 23 catches in 2020. Remember after that game with Green Bay, and it was only Trent Taylor and Richie? And Richie looked great in that game. And then Kyle, as soon as the next game came, Kyle made him go sit down and forget about him. He's just, use him if we have to. I think that was a mistake. I remember we talked about that a lot, that Richie should have been playing more. But no. Sit down, Richie. You got Brandon Ayuk was smoking hot, too, with that rookie year of his, too. So, I could see his point. But, can't you use them both? Debo was out. It's too late. Anyway, Kerry Hyder led the Niners in sacks during the 2020 season. But he was never able to bring the fans to their feet or benefit from crowd noise at Levi Stadium, right? That is about to change. Remember, his 1 year with the Niners was a season that many teams around the NFL played empty stadiums during the COVID-19 menacing pandemic. Now Hyder's back with the Niners on a one-year contract and ready to experience what he missed during his first stint with the organization. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it because I've been saying, man, it's too bad we can't get Hyder back. It's too bad we can't get Hyder, but we got him back. Hyder is also delighted and is quoted saying, I'm a D lineman. So you're looking forward to that third down at home, and you hear the crowd roaring behind you. You'll live for those moments. So I'm excited to hear the fans at Levi's and hearing them roar. I'm looking forward to that, unquote. Kerry, come get some. You can get that roar too, baby boy. Yeah. Hyder registered a career high of 8.5 sacks 2 seasons ago, and partly his achievements, much like somebody else who's out on the road is doing right now, one Arden Key. Anyway, he got a 3-year contract with the Seattle Seahawks last year, right? But he was released last week after getting paid $3.65 million for his one season with the Emerald City. And they, too, are trying to probably reduce payroll. Maybe not now, though. I don't know. They just got rid of Kerry because he didn't look the same, I guess. Because he only registered 1.5 sacks and 33 tackles. Hyder said that about this, this about that, though, quote, I always have high expectations for myself coming off a career year. You expected to build on that momentum. I feel like I had a good season. Stats don't always tell the whole story. I might not have had the stats, but I feel as a player I grew and I got better last year. All right, unquote. I'm glad to hear that, Kerry. Come on back in and work with a guy that you pretty much have done great stuff with. And the guys are looking forward to your return. You know this. Hyder said after he got released, his mind automatically went to the thought of returning to I left my heart in San Francisco. He's a Hyder, man. I still think the 49ers should have offered him something. I think they didn't even offer him anything that year. He might have took it. He broke into the NFL with the Detroit Lions in 2015 with Chris Kusurik, that is, as his position coach. He was reunited with Kusurik and the Niners just here the other day. Hyder said of his favorite coach, Kusurik, quote, he puts me on the field and he trusts me to make it happen. It's not a situation where he's worried about what I'm going to do or he's going to pull me if he doesn't like what I'm doing. He trusts me to get the job done. And I'm able to get out there and really get into a rhythm. I think that's the biggest thing. As a player, that's important to be able to come into a building and know what they want from you and what they expect from you and what you can do for them, unquote. And Gary, that's the gospel truth right there. Oh, the Niners are signing Hyder to a one-year, $1.5 million deal with $750,000 guaranteed and $750,000 available in sack incentives. See, that's what if Arden Key came back, y'all know I'm just out. I'm just trying to see if I can get, all right, we know what you were doing. Listen, here's what we're prepared to offer. I give him the same offer as I'm giving Hyder. Yeah. And if he needs more, I'll tell him and I tell Kerry both. Listen, you guys reach those incentives this year. You can just forget about not getting a contract next year, okay? So let's get that done, and you'll be happy, we'll be happy, everybody be happy, and we'll all be happy together. Meanwhile, Arden Key, as I mentioned, is touring about. He may have just lost what may have been his job. He'll hustle back pretty soon. Hey, and coming in the offseason, the goal for Joe Schoen, the new general manager of the New York Giants, was to slash money off the salary as much as possible. He wanted to clear at least $40 million in space and has worked diligently to reach that number. Good luck with that. Saquon Barkley has been a name that has been mentioned as a trade candidate, and of course the Niners have been one team connected to him. This is just every year we're going to be connected to somebody, like we don't have nobody. Because the condition that Dave Gettleman left the team, Schoen didn't have much wiggle room when it came to upgrading the roster. He was able to bring in some help for the offensive line. But most of the upgrades for the Giants will come during this year's NFL draft. One of the players that many people think could be on the move at some point to clear even more cap space is Saquon Barkley. And for good reason. Yeah, I tell you, during that he was, what was he drafted, number 2 or number 3? It's outrageous for a running back, right? I was sitting there crying my eyes. I could say, man, I love the way that dude plays. If you can get Barkley on this team, man, I tell you what. That was like before we even, I think that was before, what year, 2015? Yeah, we were still like looking for players that could get us out of that rut, right? So, man. So Barkley has the skill set to be one of the best running backs in the NFL, just as he has showed during the rookie season, but he has been unable. And I mean, it has been impossible. He makes him look like an Iron Man. Barkley cannot play any length of time without just getting stretched out. And it's always real serious. And again, I've always said those kind of runners are going to go down at some point. You just wonder how long it's going to be. You know, there's not a lot of Frank Gores out there and some other running backs that just run with a crazy, reckless abandon and they're going to stay on their feet. So New York won't get full value for Barkley, but with his rookie deal expiring after this season, a trade does make sense. The Giants are not going to offer Barkley a lucrative deal as he hasn't been healthy in 3 seasons. I got to tell you, fam, if they would take a 5th-round pick for Charles, if they would take a 5th-round pick for Saquon, I'd drop on that so quick. Because what do you got to lose? He's got it. You know what the funny thing is? He's got a 1st-round pick salary. I have no idea what that is. I didn't even look into that. All I know is he's Saquon Barkley, and my God. And you know what the thing is? He's been out for a while, so I don't know what he's looking like these days. Jesus, that'd be, ooh. But anyway, who does that remind you of, right? You know, so we've seen this before. Seen that the kind of shape the rest of the roster is in. New York would be best getting something for him now instead of watching him potentially leave as a free agent next year. One team that continues to pop up, of course, is the 49ers for Saquon, with Raheem Mostert leaving in free agency. It is believed by some that they could use some help in the backfield to join Elijah, but I kind of like Jeffrey Wilson Jr. coming back. I'm not cutting him, even if they were to get Saquon, because if Saquon goes in there and does what he normally does, I still got Jeffrey there. It's also believed that Barkley would likely thrive in a Kyle Shanahan-led offense, given his dual threat ability out of the backfield. He is capable of pass catcher with the ability to line up at wide receiver as he is carrying the ball. This dude is just a machine. If Saquon, you could just stay in one pace. Adding Barkley to the mix with Mitchell, Debo, Samuel, George, Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, bringing new meaning to the word yak. Oh, my God. And presumed starter Trey Lance and an abundance of options to get the ball and keep that offense moving at all times. Swapping Barkley for a mid-round pick is likely a fair price for both the Giants and the 49ers. Would you do it? I'm telling you right now, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Oh, hell yeah. And how much juice getting Kerry Hyder back into that front 7 attack. Now I don't have to be concerned about, are we going to get any pressure from the other side? We already see what Hyder can do from the other side. He did it with a bad team 2 years ago. And he still damn near got 10 sacks. Remember Hyder's getting a sack a week? Can you see him and Nick working together? Now they cannot just lean on Hyder. They cannot just lean on Nick. That offensive line's got work to do. I got my boy, oh my God, it's stacked. I got my dude, Javon, back. I got my other dude, Eric Armstead, working with him. I got several other people we can put back in motion. Oh, it gets nasty. Yes, that's what I want. What do you want, fam? And tonight I've got my ears prepared so I don't take an hour to get them situated and put onto my head. Ah, God. You love him, I left my heart in San Mateo. Hey, Papa D, get in here.
Hello.
Well, Pop.
Let me get this right, Mr. Ronbo. Let me get this right. Are
Please.
you saying that you're interested in the oft-injured running back from the New York Giants?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You have lost your mind, but I'm going to help you find it.
You know where to start looking? I mean, you don't have to give him anything substantial for him. You know what, though? I do not know, Pop. And if I found out, I'd probably back off real quick. I don't know what a first-round running back gets. Coming out of the draft.
He was top. I think he was a top 5 pick, too. So
yeah, I think he was number 2 or 3.
Yeah. So he's getting somewhere around 10 to 12.
Uh-oh.
But the point is that he is legitimately he is like the Jimmy G of running back.
No, he's worse than Jimmy. At least Jimmy give you 5 minutes. Saquon will give
he's a Jimmy G
A
running
play.
back.
Oh my God, such a talent though. That boy can play some ball.
That's what most of they for.
I know,
you know what?
Mostert,
But this is really
thing.
this is really though a big indictment on the field out there in New York City.
Oh,
they should not be playing on that turf.
Oh,
all that money.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Oh. They tore up a couple of 49ers knees too.
Yes.
Bosa.
Solomon Thomas. And who knows? That surface may have been why Jimmy got jammed up on that surface from the flying Quentin. What's his name coming down through there?
Right.
They won't change that surface. It costs too much money.
It should be grassy turf. It should be grassy turf or grass. Because it's New York, it should be grassy turf.
Every field, it's a mandate. It is a policy. You will not run that artificial surface out there, killing all people's pay. I mean, you're ruining teams by thinking players going to. I wish they take and find out how many players have been injured on that surface, Giants, Jets, since they put that miserable material down.
It's terrible. It's embarrassing. The NFL makes way too much money to allow that.
Amen.
Period. I mean, you're talking about crazy money. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, then you're not in favor of bringing in my boy Saquon. After I heard about how much he's getting paid, I'm not either. But I just wish.
I'm going to flip it though. I think it's the same thing you're seeing with Jimmy G right now. It's like he's got a reputation for being injured, and he's expensive, and it costs resources to get him. And you know daggone well that the 49ers can get running backs late.
And always do.
I don't know why they wasted a third-round pick on Sermon last year.
Don't do that because Sermon's got a club. I quit talking about him because people gonna get on me every time I go to Twitter. You know, guys, Trey Sermon. I ranked him number 3 or 4 on the chart. I had him behind JaMychal Hasty last year, and people got mad as hell.
Hey man, sometimes the truth hurts.
You know,
I mean, I was like lukewarm at first. I was lukewarm excited, but he's like he's more of a kind of like a Le'Veon Bell type of back, whereas you really need that one cut and go kind of person that can like anticipate the holes and get there.
Mm-hmm.
But Saquon Barkley is definitely a dynamic player, Pro Bowl elite athlete, but he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, as far as athletes go, he's a superior athlete to Jimmy G, but again, he's often injured, and he's expensive, and it costs resources. And you, right now, got a better chance of passing an NFL physical than Jimmy G does.
Or
Barkley. I'm just saying. I mean,
they are this.
They go crazy. Crazy over this Jimmy G thing, like it was something that was like mishandled. No, it wasn't. They really hadn't. They were trying, but I mean, if you're Peyton Manning, you have a chance of being traded if you're injured, because Peyton Manning was injured when he got traded. He was recovering from neck surgery, but he got traded anyway. But that's different. That's two different levels, man. Two different tiers.
And Manning had a long reputation. Jimmy's had two full seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So
big shout out to Niner Mike. Niner Mike is ready to go to ready to start the big Mafia war.
Chad Garrett's
my man, Niner Mike. He's my man though. He's my man, but he needs to forget it by. Let it go. Let it go.
Touch upon Kerry Hyder, though, because we're going to run out of time here at some point here, right? Kerry Hyder being added back to the mix. Are you feeling good about that? Because I said to myself, oh, my goodness. I didn't know we were going to get Kerry Hyder back.
Oh, man, that's just a nice get overall. I mean, you're talking $750,000 salary, $750,000 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Your former leading sacker can play inside, can play outside.
And he likes playing inside better.
Yeah, that's a very nice get for the 49ers. If they can keep Eric Armstead inside, to keep him inside, this defense again, the front seven will be dominant. This will be a very tough defense to play. Having Hyder back is just huge because now you're not forced to really look for edge players and things like that. You don't have to reach in a draft, and then hopefully they can pick up an heir apparent to Mac, pick up a guard, just get some more competition on offensive line. Offensive line is still the biggest hole for me right now. Still offensive line.
You and me both.
I think the secondary needs to be addressed. Concerned about that safety position. I'm not that concerned. I mean, I still think Huff could probably do it. But I definitely think you need to bring some competition in there. I mean, I really want to see a ball hawk in a secondary. I want to see someone who gets 6-7 interceptions a year. You know what I'm saying? So if you see someone that you can come in and make those plays like a Merton Hanks,
Wouldn't that
Merton
be
Hanks,
special?
Merton Hanks would be so good in today's NFL. He would be so good. Those long range arms, breaks on the ball. He grabs it. He's taking it to the house. Then he's doing that stupid chicken dance. Oh, man,
I think that's brilliant.
It is, man. I love it. Man, that's what we need, I think. But you got to get some O-line in there. You got to get a speed receiver. I know I'm with you. I'm with you and Big Show on that one. Shout out to Big Show.
Got to see him right now. The Big Show's in here now. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, got to get somebody to run down the field. But yeah, good pickup with Hyder. Like I say, we're not making the dramatic things. So I want to leave you with this. I don't know what you thought. I want to know what you thought. Okay, but I watched the Deshaun Watson press conference, and I swear I have seen more happiness at a funeral. Boy, that was a somber situation.
They indicted him again.
Did he look guilty as hell? Did he look guilty as hell to you? Because he sure looked like he did some questionable things.
Yeah, you can't make up all that stuff. I mean, there may have been 2 or 3 that were lying, but that's 22. My God, what did you do to make them that mad?
Lord, man, I mean, woo, boy, I'm just saying, if Bill Cosby had a club, boy, he'd be a membership card for Deshaun Watson.
God says, I can't imagine who they're talking about. I would never do such a thing. I'm Bill Cosby. Why would I have a problem with getting girls? I don't have to put them drugs. Bill!
This is how desperate people are to win in the NFL right now. And y'all need to leave Trey Lance alone. Let Trey Lance grow and play the job. He's fine. He will be fine.
He's not listening.
A couple years.
Yeah,
Trey needs to get himself a flip phone.
Yeah.
Get himself a publicist to handle his social media and just ball. That's all he's got to do.
And no matter what, that's what he better be doing. Pay no attention to the crowd noise. But hey, fam, let me see you. Oh God, I gotta miss Sunday. I'll be back Monday for Raw. All right, and looking for you.
We'll bring it on Monday. All right, shout out to production. Please like and subscribe to Ronbo Sports.
Thank you, Pop. Thank you. There he goes, Randy Savage. Randy Pop Savage.
What? What you're trying to say is that you want to call back on Monday Night Raw, and talk to Ronbo? Is that what you're saying? What?
And bring the Undertaker with you.
Open up the can of whoop ass on Monday Night Raw? Is that what you want? What?
Bob, give a shout out to Bam and Boom too. I'll see you Monday night, fam.
Hey, they better be asleep.
I know they better be. All right, fam.
All right, man.
Good night. And
good night.
And good night, fam. And yes, Big Show is not in favor of adding Barkley to this roster. He's passed on Barkley, drafted an halfback, the cheaper 4-year contract. And the better. As far as Hyder, isn't it alarming going from the salary Seattle gave you to 1.5 in San Francisco? Hyder production fell off in Seattle, and I hope that was just a thing about Seattle's scheme or something. Because my God, how did he just go from that? I got a feeling it had something to do with what they were doing over in Seattle. It couldn't have been. And he did mention, they're not pulling you out. Coach Kasurik's never going to pull me out because he didn't like me having a certain moment. He's going to leave me out there to trust me to get things done. Yo, Show, thanks for that contribution, fam. Fly guy.
Ronbo.
Fly guy, come on in, man.
Ronbo,
Yeah.
chilling.
What's up, fam? Waiting for you.
Chilling.
Yeah, you know now, Fly guy, I'd love to hear you go to your phone or wherever you get your notifications from, and you see that
I think
Saquon Barkley is just signed.
I
What's
think
your first
we
reaction?
did at the end. It started making sense at the end. We did it a little better. You feel me? When we bought back Hyder, and not like the other guy we signed to. I can't remember his name. The defensive tackle.
Oh, Darkies?
Yeah. He played in the middle, something like that. He's pretty good too.
No,
I see some.
you say corner? You didn't say cornerback, did you?
Defensive pass rush. I mean, yeah.
Who else did we bring back besides? Who else did we bring?
We
back?
signed Hyder in another one. Somebody else.
The big dude from the God, yeah, I know what you mean. What's his? I have to.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, that's a big dude.
He's
put him on a 1-year deal. I hope he can make it because he looks. I saw
he's
some film.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
The way he was pushing everybody, like, wow, that's like a DJ Jones, a second DJ Jones.
I know, right? He
but
looks
it's probably
fast
looking a little bit better. We got some backfield.
Yeah.
Hopefully, everybody he next sign perform better than the people that we had because we had came on and we let them go too. You feel me?
Yeah. It's rough. Can you imagine? I'm trying to keep people on this team as much as it is now because we got a lot of talent. The minute you have a lot of talent, now you can't afford to keep some of it, and you certainly can't really sign a whole lot of more expensive talents. So it's kind of a bad place to be in for now.
And like I was saying, what do you think? Like, is it because it's a low amount of money they get in? That's why they give them 1 year, or can you sign a player for like $2 million for 4 years or 3 years?
Yeah,
maybe that's why they always go one.
Now you're trying to maneuver around the cap. Mathematically, they probably got software in most of these NFL offices now, giving you the boundaries you can cross with players and signing them and still remain legitimate, right? As far as those people that call you up, you guys over the salary cap. You realize that, don't you? No. Yeah, I just found out you guys got to pay us $45 million. That's payable by Monday, or we'll have to void your franchise out for the upcoming season. So, they have to be careful what they're doing. So 1-year contracts, you could work with that. And if this player is good, then you can think about signing him next year.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, why not give him more years instead of one? Is it because the amount is so low?
Yeah, well, that too. You don't pay him much. You pay him a 1-year contract means we're looking at you. You can earn a contract in the future.
We could have got Hyder for another a year or two.
Yeah, I know. So, he'll get. Right now they got to be careful with every dollar, right? So maybe Hyder, if he does well, he comes up with 8 or 9 sacks this year. The 49ers are going to think about keeping him before a minimum of a 2-year contract next year, and probably legitimate money.
But next year, that's what I was saying. Next year he's going to worth maybe 10. You never know.
Okay.
He goes with both.
No, that's okay because I don't know about 10, but that's okay because next year the salary cap goes up. We'll probably be saving some money on other people. As long as you always want to give yourself a year if you can in some situations, and this is one of those situations.
Yeah, but how come we never get any Dallas free agent? You don't notice that? Anybody from Dallas? We never signed anybody from Dallas lately.
Yeah, I can't remember.
In a long time.
I can't remember the last time.
I've been thinking about we never signed anybody from Dallas. Never for another Dallas was enemies back in the days. That was the rival back in the day. For
the players,
Dallas,
it should be all about the money. We don't make any You mean we don't make any deals with Dallas? That's true, though.
Yeah, we don't deal with Dallas.
We don't make any free agents or anybody else from them, though. That's what's really strange.
Yeah, when is the last time we got a player from Dallas? Think about it.
I just don't remember. I really don't.
We got Seahawks. We got almost every team in the NFC.
Especially Seahawks. Raiders. Kansas City.
We hardly get anybody from Dallas. I was wondering, why does that? Because we rivals back in the day or what?
And also we don't offer, 49ers are not famous for paying big paydays to free agents and such, right? So, you don't even bother to go to San Francisco. You got Arden Key running around all over the nation trying to find somebody to hire him. I don't know. That's not going too well, though. They're probably saying the same thing as the 49ers. We'll give you this amount. All right, listen, you just got back relevant this year, man. Come on, calm down.
Yeah, he was pretty good though.
Hey,
We can bring him back too. The more we have, the better. Like we can rotate.
Yeah.
So if we can bring him back, that'd be a good thing too.
Yeah, well, he's out there trying to see if he's going to sell himself to the highest bidder, and then if that doesn't work, he'll come back here. 49ers probably told him some figure. That's what put him on. That's why went and got in his car. So I don't know what's going on with him. Not really.
You don't really think we're gonna draft a quarterback?
I don't.
I think we're gonna draft a quarterback too. It's like I don't know that Jimmy G is just you can't have Jimmy G as a backup, and they already are sure Trey Lance is gonna be the starter. They assured them that.
Yeah.
So.
What round would you get? There's no quarterbacks in this draft, though, worth spending a pick on. What round would you not get one in the first round? You're probably not thinking about one in the second.
Round.
What
we
round?
get somebody to come behind Lance. You never know what round a superstar's on one. I draft a quarterback.
That's true. Tom Brady proved that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll cover Trey Lance. If Trey Lance go down, we can bring the rookie in, or he can run behind Nate for a little bit. You don't know what's going to happen. We can't just depend on Trey Lance. That's why I say it's going to be a free agency quarterback or a draft. It got to be one of them, Ronbo. You don't think so?
Well, every year they bring in 2 or 3 quarterbacks, actually. So, even if it's a UDFA. So, yeah, you're right. And I'm not sure why they do that, unless you're just trying to round out the camp numbers. But they cut guys. Quarterbacks all get cut except for the ones everybody knows are going to stay every year. So.
Oh, they can cut the yeah, they always do that for real.
Yeah.
Like Kyle signed like 3 quarterbacks, and then when season start, cut.
And I think they tell them that when they first come over. You can display yourself in front of people a little better with us, and you'll probably get in during a preseason game, and it's all on you.
And then this is what I think too. I think 49ers brought back all their running back except one running back. Most of it is because, remember that comment he said he wanted to be traded? I think John Lance was holding that in his heart.
Wait.
Remember he made that comment?
Wait, who?
Most of them made that comment about he wanted to be traded. Like, not this year, but like, he made a comment like, man, trade me. Y'all want to give me the money? Yeah, I think the year before last or something like that. Like, y'all want to give me a little bit more incentive on my contract? Trade me. Y'all remember that?
I do. I remember that.
So I believe John Lance probably was holding that in his heart. So that's why he bought everybody. Wilson, Hasty. He let the GOAT leave. Like,
you know what? I don't think he probably got over that, because remember, after he said that, the 49ers didn't react to it, and other people did. And then he came in and they sort of called him and said, listen, if you got a problem with us, we don't have to go public with it. I remember they told him that, and he apologized.
Just because they don't make it public, that don't mean they didn't. Isn't they hard? So that's why I say it didn't make no sense to let Mostert walk. Now Dolphins making big moves. They when they got Tyreek Hill, they got Mostert. So they got 2 pieces on their team.
Tell you, that's hopefully they can stay healthy, because Tyreek rarely gets hurt. But Raheem, I don't know how long he's going to last. So we'll find out.
It's crazy, but really I hope hopefully Trey Lance can have a good year and go to the Super Bowl. So.
We have to have it. Got to have it, because this team, they're still potent. Everybody's still there, except for possibly Jimmy. So you got that same roster. Let's do big things with it. They're still a Super Bowl team, provided they can get it going. So we'll find out.
And picture Trey Lance running the option with Debo,
or with Saquon Barkley. God, I'd love to have Saquon. I can see now the announcer, boy. And Trey read that. The linebacker committed to the left. Trey saw that immediately. Yeah. Barkley switched Bob left and went right, and Craig drops the ball up in the air. And that's all Barkley did. And he grabs that ball, and he passed the 30-yard line. We haven't seen him since. Touchdown, Niners. I said, see that? I knew it. I told y'all. But we ain't going to get him.
But I believe in the draft we're gonna stunt, because we got a lot of picks.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. Fam, we got to go. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna see you, Fly Guy, Monday, and looking for you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, fam. Have a great night. And hey, yo, Jay. Yo, Jay. Jay is microphone. I do.
Yo.
Jay, I always know you're trying to fix it. Yeah, Jay, come on in, man.
Yeah. What's up?
Looking at the latest dealings going on in San Francisco, we picked up another cornerback we don't need just to have out there for practice, and then we also picked up, your boy Richie, Jay, your favorite guy, Richie James. He's out of here.
Yeah, Richie.
And Saquon Barkley is rumors have him attached to us because the Giants need to get rid of as much money as they can, as fast as they can. I just found out that Saquon gets paid incredible amounts of money. He's a first-round pick in the top 5. Of course, he gets paid money that we can't afford, even as a rookie. And then you got the good news is you got Kerry Hyder back, and Kerry is legit in Kusturi's system. So
Yep. I like the Kerry Hyder. He costs a little bit, and he's probably going to give us like 6 sacks or 7. And,
I'm guessing that myself.
That's good.
At least 6.
Yeah, at least 6 because I'm pretty sure he has only had his best years with Chris Kosberg. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. We're back in Detroit, and with us in 2020, with no fans. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see when he gets all pumped up with a lot of crowd noise. It seems he does react to that. So
and about Saquon Barkley, I think we should sign him and Christian McCaffrey. Honestly, Ronbo, like we should sign a 2 injury prone running backs that cost a lot. To be honest with you, that would be such an amazing investment. To be honest with you.
It would be.
Pretty good.
But you know what's so funny, though, Jay? Both the running backs I wanted in the draft, MCM, and also, it's funny. They both can't stay on the field. Running backs a tough job. They take hardcore contact constantly. That's rough.
Yep.
So,
and that's why you should never, invest a lot of money in a running back. We did that, I'm pretty sure, like in I don't know when we did that with Jerick McKinnon. I'm pretty sure we made him like the highest paid running back. I don't know why.
At that time, yeah. And look what they gave CMC. Look what they did. Look. Oh my God, they paid him. They paid him, and now look. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I wouldn't personally do it because look, man, why are those teams getting rid of the running backs? Because they cost a lot and they get injured a lot. So,
some cost a lot. Most of them, they got, the pay level is pretty low, but still,
but those in particular, And we should just draft in not free agency, but then draft later in the rounds. You should draft a running back, probably.
It's all a crapshoot. Yeah. But we do well in those crapshoots. Second, third round's your last chance probably to get somebody who's really going to have an impact. 4th round on occasion. But then you look at where Fred Warner came in, DJ Jones. Even look at our latest running back, Elijah Mitchell. See, that's a good ball player. Look where you got him. So, we'll see.
And about what's it called? Yeah, I think we should fix our whole offensive line because
we all agree.
I don't know,
man. And we need a center, Jay.
We need to draft the center, to be honest with you, and let him sit.
If he can play guard too, center guard would be great. But mainly, he's got to be able to come and learn from Alex Mack.
Yeah, because Alex Mack is, he hasn't even said if he's going to retire yet or anything. So it has to be determined.
Maybe he's gonna like Joe Staley. Staley didn't tell you he was gonna leave either, and then all of a sudden he announced his retirement. But he already knew the 49ers were working to get Trent. The 49ers are such a team full of drama. He knew, and he didn't say nothing just to make sure that the 49ers could get that draft. I mean, not that free agent pick.
Yeah. Ronbo, I gotta say one more thing though. I think I want to make a lot of people mad, but would you be mad if Jimmy came back? Would you personally be mad or not, like disappointed or what?
You talking about Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jay, you're asking the wrong guy. You know I got nothing but love for Jimmy.
But you want to say in your mind like, what is the team doing or what?
No, they don't want to just cut him. That's the thing. They want to get something in return. And they can't. And some of these rumors we're hearing, they're surfacing now as all false. There was nobody inquiring about Jimmy. Jimmy has. Well, hey, Jay, picture this. You're the owner or whatever of a team, and you're introducing Jimmy G to the fan base and everybody else. He's standing there with his arm in a sling. You look like a damn fool. Why am I getting this guy? And he can't even throw. He's not going to be ready to throw until July. So, I don't know.
Yeah. No one wants to get Jimmy because they already know what he is, Ronbo. Let's be honest here. Like, I'm gonna just be honest, man. I think teams in the NFL know that Jimmy, he's a product of he's a product of our weapons around him because we do have a lot of good weapons that are underutilized.
I just want to ask you a question on that though. What team is it? Look at you watch Mahomes. He just lost Tyreek Hill. You're gonna see a different Mahomes next year. Look at Rodgers. Rodgers is going to suffer more than anybody. He just lost Valdez-Scantling today along with Devontae. And Aaron's sitting back saying, listen, none of this matters to me. I got paid. So, I'm telling you, you can't be a quarterback without weapons. Tom left.
I agree.
Tom left with the Patriots because he was yelling and screaming at the mediocre talent he had to throw at. Your talent around you as a quarterback is going to make you, whether you're going to be good or bad. People say, no, a quarterback makes the wide receivers better. No. Some, maybe. But you need a star. Yeah. And he's got to be defined as a star. And we got a couple. You're right, though. Debo's a bad. Yeah, as is Ayuk. He's going to be. He already is.
He is going to be this year. Yeah. But Jimmy, man, I don't know, man. Those quarterbacks are way better than Jimmy, to be honest with you. Those quarterbacks that you named, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, pretty sure. Because they made it Patrick Mahomes made it for 3 years in a row, I'm pretty sure, to the NFC Championship or whatever. Pretty sure he did.
Oh, you know what? Jimmy doesn't get any credit, but he made it 2 out of 3 years to the NFC Championship. I always like to laugh at that because things are what they are. We can belittle Jimmy, we can insult him, we can say he sucks. But the fact of the matter is, if nothing else, Jimmy's intangible is, for some reason, his teams play their ass off. Maybe for him or whatever. It kind of be Kyle Shanahan's scheme, but he didn't lose while he was playing with the Patriots either. Jimmy can play any offense you want him to play. This is what I realize about him, because I've seen him. I watched his college tape, and he was pretty much running the offense. He did all the heavy lifting. And when he's playing with the Patriots, whole different scheme from what we're doing here in San Francisco. So there are ways you can utilize him, and I'm not even sure if the 49ers offensive attack is even the best thing for him. Honestly, I don't.
Ronbo, but look, when people say Jimmy's a winner, right? Yeah. Look who we had before. We had C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins and Poirier guy. Those guys, look where they're at right now. They're fucking backups, Ronbo. They are third stringers and they're trash. Let's be honest here.
Honestly, you can also add to this that the team wasn't fully developed yet when C.J. and Nick were out there. But listen, Jay, Ray, we got to go now, fam. Let me see you Monday, all right, for Raw.
Jimmy's average, though, he's all right.
Yeah.
That's
better than most people say.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jay. I'll see you Monday night if you got time. And we go to Emilio.
What's happening?
Man, I'm sitting there with Kerry Hyder, man. I'm so glad he came back because I was sitting there working, man. Because Ibukum, I like him, but he ain't doing nothing crazy good. And I like Arden Key, but Arden's out looking for a job. And Willis, I like Willis a lot, though. I was gonna be fine with Willis coming out the other side. He'll be suspended this year to start the season, so he could do good things. So, but Emilio, What are you thinking, man? Are we about to become the baddest front seven attack in the NFL? And how you feel about Saquon? See, I've been dreaming about Saquon, boy, and I read that today. Damn, really? Nah. But he gets paid too much.
I'm trying to figure out why you like sorry ass players.
Saquon ain't sorry.
You've been having that bad habit.
What? Saquon is. He's a Pro Bowl player.
Like Raheem. As much as I like Raheem, he spends half his damn career on the damn sideline.
Well, but I thought you meant as far as skill set. Oh yeah, they're tender. They can't take
Everybody
no pain.
Look, put it like this: if you're NFL, you're a pro. You made it to somewhere where it doesn't matter if you're a third string or fourth string. You made it to NFL where a lot of people can't make it. So it doesn't matter. If you can't stay on the field, your talent doesn't mean crap.
Yeah. No, you should be playing football probably. Yeah.
I said, I'm glad we got rid of Raheem. I kept saying we got to get rid of Raheem last year. As much as I like to do, he kept getting hurt.
No, you go too far, man.
Okay,
You're glad we got rid of Raheem.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to compare him to Gore. Look, I'm going to compare him to Gore. Gore got hurt every year, right? But he was able to produce and get it. He was able to get 1,000 yards a year. Raheem can't do that. I don't see why people want Raheem. Raheem would get hurt, he'd be gone the whole season.
Did Frank get hurt?
4 years, he only played.
Did Frank get hurt every year?
Huh?
Was Gore hurt every year?
Frank got hurt every year. It didn't fail. And he got 1,000 yards.
But Frank wouldn't get any injuries to take his legs out.
Why do people want Raheem? Raheem couldn't produce. Raheem was good only we had him for 2-3 seasons. He produced really one season, and you guys are getting crazy over Raheem. Come on now. I would take Gore now over a heartbeat over any of these running backs we have. Because why? He's gonna produce.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize why do you guys want Raheem? Raheem only produced one good season, and that was it. He would get hurt, and then he would be gone. Last year, he played one game and he was done. The previous year before that, he got hurt and then he was done. Like, come on now. You need progress. I get it. You get hurt in the NFL, but why do you want busted ass, sorry ass players? I'm glad he's gone.
Wait. Emilio, you got to distinguish between the terms. Now, injury prone and tender is one thing. But sorry ass player, he plays like a bad boy. Raheem Mostert, Saquon Barkley.
He didn't produce. Ronbo, he only had one good season.
But I'm just saying.
One good season. That was it. That was a Super Bowl year.
Just say soft as Sherman. You know, he can
either
play.
Way, you can call him soft. It's either way. It falls into the same. When you call a player average and mediocre, it means the same thing. Either way you put it, you're just saying it different.
Okay.
It's the same time. That's why I'm glad he's gone. I keep hearing people, oh man, too bad we got rid of him. Man, I'm glad he's gone. He's somebody else. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's what the 49ers are thinking too. I'm sure they know that he's not going to stay on the field. So whatever you pay him is just donation
like that.
money.
Why do you think, let's say Jimmy does the NFL, well, why did we get Trey? Because Jimmy can't stay healthy. That's the only reason we got Trey.
And they said as much. They said we can't trust Jimmy to stay on the field.
Exactly.
We don't want to be left
with
CJ.
You can't stay healthy. Why we get your replacement? That's why we got Mitchell. I mean, of course Mitchell got hurt, but he still produced. He almost got 1,000. Did he get 1,000? Didn't.
He almost.
Didn't
you know what?
almost?
You can never say that about running backs, Emilio. When you get a running back, it's automatically understood he's go get hurt. It's automatic. There are no healthy running backs in the NFL for any stretch of time. All of them get hurt.
So, yeah. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm glad he's gone. Now we got to see if we can get it. Maybe we might need another running back even for Mitchell can stay healthy because it's all falls on Mitchell.
Hey, no might. It is for sure. If you come out this year with only 3 running backs, we'll be on the phone by week 12 trying to see if anybody's available. I'd start the camp off with 6, and I'm keeping 5.
And then you look at Hasty. Hasty was good. Look at he got hurt too. So
tore his shoulder.
Our running backs are dime a dozen.
Yeah. He just
and the ones we did pay, like when we played Dick McKinnon, he got hurt too. So
immediately.
Like I said.
So that's the plight of a running back. So and they don't get paid much to begin with, which is really sad because he comes out there and gets hurt after 4 or 5 weeks, was on a 1,000-yard pace. Bam! Oh! He's not
Yeah,
moving.
you look at Zeke. Zeke got paid, and what happened to him? He got hurt. Running backs get hurt because they take the most beating.
Wait a
Next to
minute,
quarterbacks, they take the most beating.
Has Zeke had an ACL yet?
He got hurt. He was out for a couple. I think he was out for a couple, and then he got suspended too. And then he wasn't the same either. Yeah, he had some type of injury.
I'm getting ready to say Zeke lasted a little longer than everybody else, though. He rookie year, he stayed out there the whole year. I think a couple more years. I think Zeke's had a couple of years actually, 3 years at least, huh?
Yeah.
Even Big Derrick Henry. Ian Sharp is right. Even Big Derrick Henry, they finally got him down.
Yeah, he got hurt too.
I'm shocked.
Even if you look at Marshawn got hurt too. He was out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Marshawn was out all the time.
Can you produce? Can you produce when you come back?
Yeah, well, and Marshawn never stayed out long.
There's no other running back than Gore. Gore at least got hurt, but he produced and came back and pulled out 1,000 yards every year.
True.
But he got hurt every year. So.
Well, when he got hurt, I didn't even notice him getting hurt.
About what you can do for the team, not what the team can do for you.
Yeah,
well. It always falls back to that.
Okay, now you got that front line rotation, that rush. We all, you know what? I think our trenches are set. I believe, Arden Key's will come to a senses pretty quick here and come back. That front line, that defense is going to be a bad group. If they can just get the offensive line fixed. But yeah, Kerry Hyder returning. How you feeling about that?
I'm good. Because we needed it. Like I said, it's just a rotational guys. We need that. We got a lot of rotation guys. On our front seven, we got a lot of rotation. I mean, our front line.
All gas, no brakes. Yeah.
I'm fine with that. We needed an extra guy to come back. He knows the defense. He knows what we do. He knows what we like.
See, that's the best
thing.
That
works for me.
That is right. You don't need a whole lot of training, a whole lot of reps to play fast. You already know how we do. Get out there and do it. I'm always in favor of that.
Technically, what is it? Only two guys that are out there all the time, no matter what. It's Armstead and Bosa are out there all the time. Everybody else is rotating.
Yeah.
It makes sense why they only give them 1 or 2 year deals. It makes sense because those guys are getting paid. They are out there all the time. I mean, I think these other guys would get paid if they were able to stay out there all the time. They're not. So that's why they only get these 1 and 2 year deals.
That was a good observation though. Only Nick and Eric are out there all the time. Everybody else is coming in and out. But I don't want Nick out there all day either. I don't want Eric out there all day. They need to rotate them some. I want those guys to be crisp and sharp and fresh as much as possible. So if I can get somebody to cover them. If you want
that, the other guys that we only playing 1 or 2, if they're able to produce like they do, them two do, then yeah, they're going to be out there longer, or they will rotate me. But you just need them two out there. Just because we will do what we need to do.
They're steady.
Get to the quarterback.
They're the best.
So that's the reason they're out there a lot. Other than that, they wouldn't be in there as much.
Yeah.
They'll be rotated too, and at the same time, they wouldn't get paid as much if they were able to rotate.
This is why I can't wait to see what Javon looks like. Is he ready to roll? Is he serious? Because Javon is talking like he's got blood in his eye. But that boy is ready to roll. So.
But like I told you the other day, as long as you keep away from chasing squirrels, I think you'll be all right. I think that was his problem.
You ain't never had a good squirrel meat dinner. See, that's your thing, I bet that tastes gamey.
Boy, so I don't think I ever would. I'm a city boy, so I don't think I would. He's a real country guy, a country boy, so I don't think I ever would. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I tell you what, I'll be back Monday night looking for you. All right, and see what else happens because something's gonna happen. Yeah, I gotta miss Sunday this week, but it's been the last Sunday I missed. But anyway, all right, fam. Appreciate you.
You have a good one.
You too, Emilio.
All right, you too.
Night, fam.
All right, good night. Night.
And hey, Deshaun, what's up, fam? What up? I'm going to miss Arden Key. Deshaun, he hasn't signed yet, has he? Although I wonder what the 49ers offered him to make him so mad he just jumped on a plane right away. All right. Let's go down deep in the heart of Texas. Area code is 432. Hello, Texas. Come on in, Texas. Texas. Okay, we'll leave Texas. Let's go to Arizona and talk to Sean and see what's on his mind today. Sean.
What up, Ronbo?
Sean.
How many cornerbacks you guys going to be signing this year?
It has become a running joke around the league. Let me tell you something right now, Sean.
The next thing you know, you're going to be signing Drake Kirkpatrick, your next corner.
Listen, that's the guy I was trying to think of a minute ago. Drake Kirkpatrick, I worried that Denard is the same thing as Drake Kirkpatrick. That steamrolling, I mean, he took his manhood away on one. Who was that running back that did that, by the way? Can you remember that?
Eno Benjamin?
Yeah. What's his first name? I got the name though, Benjamin. He came around that corner, and Kirkpatrick stepped on his face.
It was mano-a-mano. It was right up square, and Eno Benjamin got his ass knocked to the ground.
It was a crying shame. I was embarrassed. I know his mom was embarrassed. Everybody in the stands was embarrassed. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen. You couldn't put. So you guys think you're going to get Saquon? No, we're not going to get Saquon. Saquon gets paid.
There for the Cardinals are going to bring Saquon in.
Please do. Listen.
Then you guys are going to have to deal with Mr. James Conner and a little Saquon.
Listen. Connor's a tough guy. Saquon can't take it. He's got that rookie contract in the top 5, right? He's going to cost a lot of money, Sean, and he's going to last maybe 3-4 games.
Yeah, till he gets started again. Yeah, but hey, but if he does sign with and he has a big game, he don't have like 300, 400 yards rushing on the 49ers.
No, not necessarily. We do well against the run, Sean.
I don't know.
Sean,
I don't know.
What's your running back? He had a good game 2 years ago against the 49ers. You guys haven't had a good run game against the Sixth, though.
Was it Chase Edmonds?
No, you had picked that.
David Johnson?
No. DJ left a long time ago. This guy's recent.
Kenyon Drake. No,
wait, that's him. That's him. It was Drake. Yeah,
but he went.
Drake ran over 100 yards on us. Yeah. Where's he now?
Raiders. He's with Josh Jacobs in Las Vegas.
Yeah. You know, one thing about the Arizona Cardinals, love to get rid of their running backs. You've had.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
but he can have fun in Miami with Raheem, and Raheem will tell him how to not get injured. But then
he's got jokes tonight,
but then
don't
he'll
you?
probably get injured anyway. So
running backs get hurt. That's what they do. A running back comes in. I don't know what he could do to protect himself, but if he runs and does what he's supposed to do, he's going to get hurt. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. So let's say the Cardinals go out and sign Julio Jones. Would you be scared of we would have DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, and Rondale Moore, and Zach Ertz.
And that kid you drafted last year who did all the work. Listen.
That was Rondale Moore.
Here's the thing. It depends on where you are on our schedule. If we don't play you until week 6, I'm not worried. Julio won't be there. Julio's his calves, not his calves. No, his hamstrings. His hamstrings go out almost automatically.
Julio was just ready to get out of Tennessee. Come to Arizona. Hey, we'll give you the DeAndre Hopkins. And go ahead and go off on these 49ers. Take 175 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Sean, let me tell you one thing. So you got another issue that you're not talking about. I noticed. Kyler Murray. That little number he did last year and then he comes and says this year, I wasn't really fully committed because I didn't appreciate the attitude I got out of this front office. Kyler looked really embarrassingly bad in the last 2 or 3 weeks in that playoff game.
Kyler's gonna be fine. Kyler's gonna win. It's gonna happen just like
Julio's only gonna play 5 games. Nobody cares.
Go ahead. What about Kyler? What?
Kyler's gonna go. We're gonna play the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship, and Kyler's gonna throw for 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns. And then the 49er Nation will go crying back and say, "Why didn't we have Jimmy Garoppolo out there?" Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo can be your next cornerback you guys sign. Let's switch him to corner or maybe defensive lineman, and maybe Jimmy Garoppolo can actually help you guys.
Sean, he used to play linebacker back at school. So,
we'll put him at linebacker.
Hey, there's an idea.
Tyler's gonna run for 2,000 yards against you guys in the NFC Championship, Sean, and we'll be good. Numbers. And then we're gonna head to the Super Bowl, and it's in Arizona. We're gonna win a championship.
Sean, how many times have the Cardinals beaten the 49ers since Kyler Murray arrived?
Twice.
How many years has he been?
Twice.
How many years has he been in Arizona?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Was it twice?
Do the math. Yeah.
How high are you getting before you get on the show, my man?
Hey.
At least,
huh?
I'm waiting for that number. How many times Kyler's been in? Yeah. I think he's been there as long as Nick's been with us.
Yeah.
That's about 3 years. 2 times in 3 years.
Hey, this year's a different year. Tyler's a different breed. Once we give him this $200, maybe $300 million contract fully guaranteed, which I know we're gonna have to, he's gonna be a different beast. We don't get Stephon Gilmore. We don't get Calais Campbell. We don't get Julio, and we don't lock up Deebo Samuel.
Sean, what you need to do is start working on the draft and improving in that area. This thing that the Rams did is going
to. We all know Steve Keim's never a good drafter. Steve Keim's worried about if I can get a 32-year-old plus. If there was a draft for 32-year-old plus people, I will take them any day. Because that's all Steve Keim does.
Sean, I agree. I do like watching them work. Sean, hey, listen, Sean, I got to leave. We got to separate here, but I'll see you Monday night if you got time, all right?
Cool.
Have a good night. Okay, your cough you sound healed up, Yoke. You feeling better today, huh? All right, Sean. We'll talk to you later. Ellis, get in here. Michael Canzaro, is it? Hey, Sean, Ellis, come on in, man.
Yes, sir.
Because I was delighted to see. It's fun. Every now and then you see something that makes you go, whoa! 49ers got Hyder back. Another smiling moment. And then I saw the 49ers may be interested. I know the 49ers have not said a word about it, but the media is speculating Saquon Barkley to be running around in a 49er uniform. You and I both know Saquon Barkley gets paid way too much money and gets hurt way too often. I wouldn't go as far as Emilio is saying the man is what do Emilio refer to him as? Something akin to a bust. But anyway, it's one of those things. Would you take Saquon Barkley and run that risk?
Nope.
You didn't have to think about it either. Okay.
Nope. No, thank you.
I changed my mind, too, after I found out how much he probably gets paid. I forgot he's a first-round pick. Right. And Kerry Hyder?
Yeah, man. I'm really glad we got Kerry back. And we got him for a bargain. He just whooped Seattle for some cheese. And then came back. And we gave. I mean, he's got like what 700,000 guaranteed or something like that.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
And then he gets incentives. It's like another 700-something thousand. You know what I mean? To where it equals out to be, the 1.5. Man, we got it for a steal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was real. That felt good. That felt really good to see that.
Yeah. And I hope he makes his incentives. I'd love to see him get all that money. He's only got to get. I bet he gets about 6 or 7 sacks. Is probably all they said too.
Yeah, and he only got 1 or something last year, or 1.5 last year in Seattle. He got paid more money with them. So yeah, they didn't get their money's worth, and that's good. Bring him on back. Because Surik is the one that's, he knows how to use these guys, and so I'm thankful that we got Kerry just in case, some little extra insurance in case Arden Key decides he wants to go get paid. I mean, shit, go to Miami. shit, Mike McDaniel's over there writing blank checks at this point. You know what I mean? So go ahead and
it's fun to have that kind of money.
Go.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Monopoly.
Well, he won't be going to Vegas. So I don't know where else he's went to Jacksonville. Arden Key, you can tell he's about the money. He went to places where they're going to get their butt handed to him. Why am I going to Jacksonville? Am I serious? I'm not serious. I just want money.
Yeah. He's all about the money, and I mean, let's be fair. They did they did get what's his name back. Well, not what's his name, not back, but they did get a good coach. The ex. I can't remember his name.
What team are you
Doug
talking
Peterson.
about?
They got Doug Peterson. Yeah, over there at the Jags. So the Jags will get 6 to 8 wins possibly next year. You know what I mean? At least they won't be 1-16 or
Who's in
2
the
and
Jags
15
division?
next year.
Aren't they in the division? Jags are in the
Shit,
Southern
that's
Division.
a good question.
Yeah, who do they have to deal with?
I don't know, but they're always at the bottom, except for the last few years. Or like 2 years, I think they did really good when they had.
Oh, in the Super Bowl year? Yeah. Well, that was they were stacked.
Yeah, they were looking
up
really
and
good.
down.
Those wide receiver core was crazy.
I mean, they had Khalil Mack and company,
busy.
right? Yeah.
They was getting busy. So, but yeah, no, I'm just looking forward to seeing, who we end up, retaining after all. If we squeeze Kowalski in there, or if he gets picked up, or what's going to happen. Because we definitely still, I would like to have Kowalski with. He might be better off just signing with us, because I don't know if anybody really wants to take a risk on him like that because of his injury history. And we love him, but it's like, if you want to try and go get some more money somewhere else, best of luck to him. I'm not knocking him for it. He got paid really good a couple of years ago from us, so I know he's not thirsty and dying for money, but
Kowalski. I wonder if they offered him anything, Ellis. That's the thing. Because I'm pretty sure.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Well, they may not have talked about it yet because they might want to let him exercise, his possibilities out there and see if anyone wants to talk with him. So maybe that's what's going on. And if no real action, then maybe he comes back, which I'm all for it. Because I like him and Jimmy together. Yeah,
they probably offered him something small. And listen, we're going to offer you this because this is all we can afford this year. But listen, you should go out and check things out. We want what's best for you at the same time. So go ahead and do that, and this will be waiting for you. So maybe he is running around, but you would have heard something by now. The media doesn't let anything pass. If Kowalski's in a city, they know it. So I'm interested to see what happens
there. Yeah, definitely. But we need that depth. I'm glad we're making sure that we keep and maintain that defensive line depth. We got to do that. We're going to be playing against some strong teams, some fast. Teams are getting faster. They're loading up. I think we're one of the few teams that isn't really loading up, in the ways that the other teams are. So if we're able to still neutralize and be really successful, then we know a lot of the time, sometimes loading up on a team is just really fluff. Because the Rams were already good before they got Odell and they got Von Miller. They already were, doing good, and they didn't win the Super Bowl because of Von Miller and Odell Beckham. It was
interestingly enough,
money and some different things behind it. Yeah, no, come on. So they just got lucky.
That's a good point, though. You know what? While everybody else is loading up all this arsenal of weapons, 49ers are keeping that defense tough. And at the end of the day, who's going to end up winning the game. Whoever shuts down the other team's offense, that's who's going to win that game.
Yeah. We need to maintain.
Times.
We need to be a top 7 to 10 defense at a minimum next year. I think we'll be that anyway. By I do too. I try not to be too arrogant, when I want to, you know what I'm saying? When I can at least control it, a lot of the time, we're top 3 all day.
Yeah, you got to stay away from just expecting too much, but still, I'm not saying that's what it's going to take, because the offensive juggernauts we got to deal with in this upcoming season. I mean, the AFC West alone is just scary, and beyond that, you got Brady coming in with the Bucks. And it's just going to be interesting that Dolphin game, because look, Mike McDaniel's going to be cueing that defense. Okay, here's what he likes to do, and he's my friend, but we got to do this to beat him. What, Mike?
Exactly.
What about the code amongst thieves? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's over. Yeah, that's over. That shit is null and void. Yeah. So we definitely got our work cut out for us. So we're going to need to make sure that we can maintain. And, the injury thing is always something that we always kind of are up against. So if we can have more of a healthy team this year, Debo, we get Debo for another full season, stuff like that. And,
yeah, because we got to stop
our run game can be maintained.
We're
not going to have that zone edge, that zone, outside scheme might be, I don't know, it might be a little bit, it could be affected because we're not going to have, look at what happened when we didn't have Raheem. And, for some reason, Kyle was running Elijah in the middle a lot and not to the outside, but he doesn't have that Raheem burst. But I'm thinking he's going to get faster and, and get stronger. Of course, I know he's going to do that, put some weight on. So hopefully he can be able, if he does add weight, muscle mass, that he's able to also, get that speed, get that outside speed a little bit quicker and work on his hips a little bit when he moves around. Because the way Raheem would move, it's a lot of plays. We get a lot of plays and doing stuff like that. You see when Debo gets the ball, on end arounds or, he's handed off the ball and he bounces outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different type of running style that he can develop.
Out there, getting on the edge. They know whoever he's running against is dead meat. Ellis, we got to pull up. I'll be back Monday night looking for you, and you know this.
That's a bet. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the platform, family, as always.
Thank you,
Shout out to the Niner faithful. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. And peace and love, man. Shout out to what's that Steven that called last night, said he just had lost his pops or something like that, man.
Steven,
condolences, to him, man. And man. So just hold your head, champ. And Ronbo, this platform, you do a lot, for a lot of people here, man. People's going through different things in their lives on a day-to-day basis. So being able to look forward to this platform, man, is life-saving, man. So much love to you as always, family.
Thanks, fam. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate being in a position to do so, too. All right.
Yes, sir.
Shout out that squad, too. All right, fam.
Okay, fam. Good night. Thank you.
Night, Ellis. And forget about it. It's not a Mike. Mike.
Oh, forget all about it, Ronbo. How the hell are you over there? What are you doing this Friday evening, Ronbo?
I've already done all. I've been kicking back and doing some things, catching up on some of the work that I've been obligated to do, as you know, and trying not to get caught gold bricking, and then pouring that glass of vino and kick back. They take that away from me, put it back in the refrigerator. When you get through, you can have this. It's not time to relax. Okay.
Oh, come on, Ronbo. You should be allowed. You should be allowed. Is that what you're sipping in your mug over there? I'm thinking you're over there, with a little hot tea or something, trying to keep the voice going. You got that radio voice. I was thinking you maybe have a little something going over there. Hey,
it's been rough.
Good. Whatever you got to do to get through the friggin' program,
yes.
Ronbo. Whatever you got to do, whatever it takes, right?
This is celebration time. Like, when anytime I'm coming to talk to you, I'm telling you, I'm talking football. I love talking football, man. I'm that guy that used to close sports bars.
Ronbo, I love talking football too. And I'm a little disappointed. My new friend, Mr. Garrison. Oh my God, boy, he lit up my friggin' timeline on Twitter after the last show and was hitting me with all the Italian slander you possibly could, talking about meatballs and sausages and everything. You friggin' jerk off. Oh, you should have seen it, Ron. You got to check my timeline, Ronbo. Mr. Garrison, Mr. Oakley, California native, Mr. Graduate of Freedom High School in 2009, used to drive a 350Z Gold. Now he drives a red and black Camaro. Thinks he's really doing something. Still single though, no girlfriend. Hoping to meet his lifetime love on Tinder someday. So he's got a bottle of Jergens over there on his nightstand or something. But this guy, Ronbo, right? Born in '91, right? Born in '91. This is the problem. This is what I have. This is the problem I have with some of these friggin' jerk offs, right? is that this guy didn't even know what his friggin' cannoli was when the 49ers won their last Super Bowl. You know what I mean, Ronbo? Forget about it, right? Like these freaking people, but yet they know, right? They know what we're looking for. They know what a championship guy looks like, right? Meanwhile, sitting back home watching nothing but friggin' YouTube highlights of what the great ones used to do. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
it just bothers me, Ronbo, because this guy he's all about Jimmy G and a typical Jimmy G stan, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's a Trumpy bear. He's a Trumpy bear. Not that I care, because I don't freaking do politics, right? But you won't see him give any credit to Colin Kaepernick, even though Colin Kaepernick went to as many NFC championship games and Super Bowls as Jimmy G with virtually the same results. But he won't give him any fucking credit. It's just all about what Jimmy's done, and we can't let Jimmy go. The internet's a powerful place. I knew where this jerk off lived at 30 minutes after I got off the freaking phone. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I don't care. Because once I seen that he was a kid, Ronbo, even though I was upset at him for hitting me with like Italian slanders and shit and racial stuff, because I don't really condone that. So I thought he was a piece of shit for that, and I still do.
Chad,
but at the end of the day, I realized.
Chad, don't do that here. I'm telling you, Chad, don't do it. I don't know what you're doing at his live, but I do not. No, I told you guys, no racism in this chat. But go ahead.
Well, look, he didn't do it on here, Ronbo. It was on my Twitter. It was on my Twitter after the show. But either way, right? Like people don't really understand how I know everyone's on here and we all have fun and giggles, but you don't ever know who the other person. You really don't know. So you should watch your mouth. You should really watch your mouth. That's why I didn't friggin' respond to him, even when he came with the bullshit. I just leave it at that. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that jerk off. There's his 5 seconds of fame, all right? And Ronbo, hey, I'm actually excited about Kerry Hyder. I'm actually excited about Kerry Hyder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, he got what, 8 sacks that season when Bosa was gone, so he really didn't even get to play opposite of Bosa. So if we can get him, in double digits when he's playing opposite of Bosa, then it might be a great friggin' thing.
And that's what we need. We need quarterbacks to know that if you're coming to San Francisco, we're coming to your house, it's going to be a long day. It's all I love that. This goes all the way back to when the 49ers were just the gold rush. I mean, I want quarterbacks to know, well, you guys in a heap of trouble, bruh. Love that.
No, absolutely. And look, Ronbo, it is what it is. Most of the big free agent names are off of the board. Not all of them, but most of them. And at this point, we just, we're gonna try to do some maneuvering around. I did see a tweet. I don't know if you caught it today. They were saying something about Debo being in Santa Clara with his agent. So hopefully, we're getting some progress on that front. Yeah, right.
I missed that one.
So
you know what?
That'll
Here's
be
the
a
thing.
good thing. That'll be a good thing.
You know what's worrisome about that though, Mike? Now if they go in there and they have some little argument or something, and they walk out, and that's like standard procedure. Nobody accepts the first offer from either side, and I don't want this to drag into camp. And his agent says, "Listen, you're not setting one foot on that field till we get this deal done." I said, "You know what? Can I just talk to Debo?" That would be me. I mean, I don't. You're not listening. God. It's not like they're not going to pay him.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, Ronbo. I think they're going to get a deal done. And honestly, look, Debo's going to get paid, and that's a good thing, right? But I do believe, when you see the kind of passion that Debo plays with, Ronbo,
you can't find it anywhere.
He not just that, but like he really knows what it means to win. You know what I mean? And I think winning is very, very, very important to him.
Yep.
That's why he was
I know where you're going with that.
Even though these degenerate loser Ram fans come on here and they try to make fun of him for it, you know what I mean? And that's all right. We'll see who's laughing because we literally kicked their ass for 3 years straight with Jimmy G throwing 2 interceptions per game against them. So when Trey Lance, unleashes and sticks his foot all the way up their ass, then they're probably not going to win a game against us for 12 years. You know what I mean, Ronbo? It's going to be sad, honestly. It's going to be really freaking sad.
And in fact, Mike, we don't want another wide receiver getting paid before we pay Debo, because we saw 2 guys get paid, and that Tyreek Hill thing was just outrageous. I didn't see that one coming, right? So I figured at Devontae's salary, okay, maybe Debo will take at least $1 million or so less. Oh, now Tyreek Debo's going to be between 2 of them. I got the feeling that,
Oh no, look, it's going to be a good deal, but at the same time, like I said, Ronbo, for players that are really worried about winning, then,
Debo's the guy.
He knows. Either way, right, when it's all said and done, he's going to get over $100 million. All right, he's going to get over $100 million. And if you get over $100 million, you should never, ever have to worry about money in your life ever again, regardless. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
Yeah, you're such a mom. Handle it.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, after you everyone said. I mean, it was the reason why, everyone hates to admit it, but it was the reason why Patrick Willis was fine walking away when he did. It was early, it was new, it was abrupt, it caught all of us off guard, right? We was all surprised, but at the end of the day, he was good. He wasn't worried about getting another contract or getting an extension. He played his bid, he did his career, his body started breaking down, and he was set. He said it in the press conference after we paid him. He was good for the rest of his life. His family was good. And I think Debo's going to be like that same kind of way. And hopefully they structure the deal in a way that allows us to keep the talent around that we need to keep in order to do what we got to do, Ronbo.
Yeah, you just pay him up front a whole lot of money and knock that salary cap down. So, yeah, I expect a smart, intelligent move by the 49ers. Nothing to resemble D Ford's deal, but yeah.
Yes, hopefully not. I don't ever want to see a D Ford type deal ever again. I swear to God. Ever again, Ronbo. I can't friggin' do it.
I still don't believe he did that. Parag's never got abused like that before. I'm shocked. Well, Mikey,
it's one of those things. It was that whole off season right there. Like whatever it was, I don't know what it was. Like when we paid Jimmy, right? It wasn't nothing wrong with paying him. But I don't understand why we paid him and then we gave him the no trade clause, like he was freaking Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or something. Like, you know what I mean? We just gave him too much power.
You know what?
It was unnecessary.
But you know what? He's got the same agent, I think, as Brady. And those guys, they know what they're doing.
There you go.
Anyway. Well, Mikey, I tell you what, man, it's always a pleasure. I'll be back Monday night looking for you.
Always, Ronbo. Hey, listen, I really do. I appreciate you. I appreciate the platform. And I didn't hear the other guy that he was talking about, but he said something about someone's father passed. My prayers and condolences out to you.
Yeah, we all should give a shout-out to Steven. Yeah.
Absolutely. Steven, my guy Rodney. I know my guy Rodney calls in. I love that guy. Rodney's a great freaking guy. And shout out to all the faithfuls on there, the Show 9 and Mike, all the love in the chat. I really appreciate all of you. My nephew, I don't really watch it, but my nephew gets a friggin' kick out of it. He loves this shit. He really does. My little nephew, he loves it, Ronbo. He loves it. So, hey, anyway, all I know is I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the faithful. I hope all of you have a great weekend. Everyone stay safe out there. And, forget about it. If you're a Rams fan, enjoy it. Keep enjoying it. Flop yourself around a little bit because you jerk-offs ain't making the playoffs next year, and you certainly ain't going to beat us again for a long time. I can tell you right now. All right? Forget about it. I love you, Ronbo. You take it easy.
I love you back, fam.
With you later.
And for the record, there's nothing better than a good Italian gravy, as you guys call it, and them sausages in there.
Absolutely.
And there's no way to make a joke about that.
The love food of the world, Ronbo, Italian food, the love food of the world. All right, I'll talk with you later, Ronbo.
All right. Night, Tony. And Mike.
Right.
Oh, God. Anyway, and there he is, one of the founding members of TNT. He is Trey from VA. Last time we caught Trey, he was like dozed off.
No, Rumbo, this is gonna be Trey, not Trey. And this is from the ATA.
This is production made that mistake. I only see the name that comes up on the screen. I'm sorry. He's still one of the founding members of TNT. Production's even laughing. Trez, we didn't mean to do that. You deserve more respect than that. In fact, Trez may have been the first member that I ever met of TNT. I'm talking way back from the beginning. Trez, get in here.
Yeah, me and Trey from the beginning. Yeah.
Remember you used to play but you and Trey didn't hook up until after a while. You guys would get into them
disagreements. After a while, yeah.
Disagreements each and every night. Used to make everybody laugh so hard. And used to come in playing the Temptations. Trez!
Yeah.
Trez, hey,
you remember all them groups, the Heart Foundation.
I can't forget that stuff.
Where them guys?
Oh, man.
Well,
Trez,
I told you, TNT is here to stay. But the rest of them, they just fell Fell through the wind. You know what I'm saying? Gone. We'll see.
Remember that fella
Just in there.
that member we had out in Florida? I forgot what he called this group. The one that was a Florida. What was it? There's two teams in Florida everybody loves. It wasn't. Oh man. Anyway, it'll come to me later. But Trez, Kerry Hyder's back. I'm going.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna say, well, what's the topic for tonight, Rumble? I got something for you, man.
Okay, go ahead. And tell me about Kerry Hyder's return and what that means to you. And if you like Saquon Barkley, Emilio came in and B-slapped me tonight about Saquon Barkley, so I'm not talking loud about it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Saquon should be an afterthought, Rumble. I mean, really, we don't need. We've been down that alley before. You
2 or 3 times.
When we went and got the Jet McKinney.
Yeah.
McKinney the Jet. What did he do for us, Rumble?
He got paid. Yeah.
Got paid and got the hell on. What has he done? What has he done since he's been in Kansas City? Nothing. Got paid.
Got paid.
Some more. Yeah, there you go.
Do you know, Trez, you touch upon something, though. What do you do about running backs? Because you see, the thing is, you cannot spend a lot of money for a good running back, even if he is good, because he ain't going to be good long.
Well, the only thing you can't substitute for a running back is speed. And that's what I was saying. Us losing Mostert, that's going to be a big deal. I'm going to tell you, that's going to hurt. Because you got to understand, a lot of people don't understand, Mostert was a one-cut back.
Yeah.
He's a one-cut back. You know, Mostert would make that one cut and gone. Out of there.
Those are hard to find.
Like, they're hard to find. That's what I was saying. And people don't realize that. They think, oh, he stayed hurt. Man, this man tore his ACL. Like, that's going to happen to a running back if he's any good throughout his career. It's going to happen. He's going to look at Frank Gore. He tore both of his ACLs up in college, and still is one of the greatest of all time.
Could be a Hall.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
Could be first.
Well, ain't no could be. He's going to be a first ballot. He should be a first ballot Rumbo. Do you know I think he's only like 400 yards away from Walter Payton being second on the list. Breaking Walter Payton.
You got the haters. You got the haters out there saying, "Well, look how long he played." I said, "Well, look how long Tom Brady played."
It doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. Look how
long Emmitt Smith played. You know, he got the record, but look how long he played. You see what I'm saying? So come on, they kill me with that, miss me with that. Frank Gore was the first-time ballot.
All time, I was voting he would be. Oh, but hey, you know, I was thinking, Big Show just hit it up. It's Mike the Hitman Hart. the Seminoles fan. But he came after y'all each and every week.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike, man. Yeah, that was my guy, man. He still is. Yeah. But Rumbo, I just wanted to touch on something real quick. I got something for you. How do you think Mike McDaniels would do in his first year with the Miami Dolphins? Now this is up on the what? Cal's tree, right? Yeah. Like he's right there used to be on the same staff as Kyle Shanahan, and Cal brought him over, and he's been up under Cal. So it's kind of like someone under his tree, right? Mm-hmm. Just like we would say McVay and all the rest of it. It was all right there together. You know what I'm saying? Right, LaFleur. So how well do you think Mike McDaniel would do in Miami opposed to Cal this season? Because let me tell you something. Mike is making all the right moves right now that he see that Cal didn't make. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's looking at the mistakes was made with us and knowing not to make these mistakes in Miami. And that's why he's moving.
The elements necessary. He went and got Tyreek Hill. Right. He spared no cost. I said, see, I've been telling people every bit. I said, we got good receivers. It's not Kyle's the way his system works is if you got that speed element, you will destroy teams. See, and he wouldn't do it. So they're going to be tough.
Right, they're going to be tough, and that's what I'm saying. He sees the flaws. He knows you still have to have a receiver to take the top off from him. He knows that. So he's like, you know what?
I've got the best one out there.
You know, and I won't make this mistake as head football coach here. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like Kyle would just take a look back at McVay, Mike, and LaFleur over there and say, "Wow, these guys got these type of receivers. Why don't I? And because he's so stubborn, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't I need that? Why don't I go and get that? You know, it's like I don't understand him sometimes.
Trez, you and I both have known people probably, and I think everybody's known people down through the years. Even some people's fathers are like that. You know, some people think they know every damn thing. And if you try to argue, they don't listen to what you're saying. They think that's a challenge, and I'm ready to bust you down. My father used to do that. I remember my dad, I'd come to him, I have a point. Daddy, let me put it this way, blah, blah, blah. Look, I've been here, seen what you've seen 400, 500, 600 times. I'm going to tell you right now, you know. I just be quiet because I knew the argument's over. He's not listening. But I think Kyle's the same way.
My next question to you, Ronbo. Do you think Mike McDaniels won a Super Bowl before Kyle?
Ooh. You know he has a good defense over there. And he's building that offense.
McVay done did it. So he's one up on Kyle. Yeah. He's one up. So the next protege gonna do the same thing? Huh?
You know, that's a good, Trez, I wish can we revisit this? I don't know how fast you're gonna learn. Can we revisit this question week 3? I could probably make a guess. I mean, I don't want to wait too long.
We'll revisit this at a later date. Yeah, we're gonna see how, Miami team is still forming. I don't think Tua is his quarterback. I think he's going to change that out too. I think he's going to move on from Tua. Not this year,
but maybe.
But I see. I think he's going to go after a certain style quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see. But that's all I had, Ronbo. I just want to touch bases tonight.
Yeah, that was fun stuff. I like that.
Saying? TNT still in the building, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole TNT family, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Ronbo, and the production. We appreciate you. We love you.
Thanks, fam.
But just something to think about, though, Ronbo. Because I said, well, this guy, here goes another protege. Well, he won a Super Bowl before Kyle. And if so, then what did you say about Kyle Shanahan? Can't get it done.
Can't beat his
Food for thought, Ronbo.
You know?
Food for thought.
You know who's mad with you right now? One of your members, you know, and she hadn't called in a long time, but I bet you she's watching. The only lady in TNT, as Trey,
Denise,
as Trey calls her, Lady TNT.
Yeah, first lady. Yeah. She'll be right on in here, Ron. You know, it'd be the
but the thing is, she loves Kyle Shanahan, and I think sometimes that's why she doesn't talk with us anymore, because Kyle got a lot of nasty things said about him. Like, Denise, get back in here. You know we love you. I ain't gonna let them pile up on you. Get back in here.
Exactly. We're gonna get Denise back in here, Ron. We're gonna get her back.
All right,
Ron. You have a good one.
You too, Trez. All right, fam. See you Monday night if you got time. All right.
All right.
There he goes, Trez. Hey, Mr. Block Eye says, one question real quick. With the money we save left far as free agents, what should be our main focus as far as our needs in the draft, on off, or defensive sides? Yeah, offensive line. You're not going anywhere without an offensive line. You can, but you're not going to do what you could do. Trent Williams needs some help. Let's face it. That other side of that line is frightening. You know, and every team in the league is going to feed on that like a parasite. You know, I mean, think about that for a minute. If I'm a DC, why do I need to be concerned? I don't have to deal with Trent Williams. Why should I bother with all that when I know I can get some love on the other side? So, you know. Hey, Anderson.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Anderson, man, I'm just sitting back here and enjoying the fact that we did get Kerry Hyder back, because we haven't had a lot to smile about in this offseason. And
I like it. I like that.
You know, and I do like, but I'm done talking about Saquon for tonight. You know, the more I think about it, I must have lost my mind for a minute. But I will ask you though, wouldn't it be nice if we could get a healthy Saquon to last a whole year? Because you know he'd run up with at least 1,200 yards.
If we was to get him, but you know, I think that's what we got Anthony Lamb for. That's what we got Anthony Lynn for. If we do get him, he gonna work with the dude as well as Trey Lance.
I know.
And as far as everybody with the speed, with the run, with the receiver, well, what you think we got Ray McLeod for? He gonna be that speedster. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he might be the speedster. Fuck it.
Ray Ray's gonna put us in good position all the time in that. And when's the last time we had a punt return, a kick return man that normally kept us in good position? Who? Yeah, Ted. Everybody said the other day too. You're right, Ted Ginn. That's a long time. Ted's retired.
And he ain't really he got us and he ain't really get it to the end zone, but he just got us in good positions.
And that's all I can ask for. You know, getting all the way down the field is tough. But get me out to the 45-yard line, thank you. Now we got we gonna be nice. We gonna be nice. And though the Patriots got Waddle, right? Bill got Waddle from them from Miami. Did they?
Well, yeah.
That's right. Didn't that happen That happened a couple of days ago, right?
Oh, I had just seen that today. I'd be working a lot.
I thought I saw that they were trying to get him. I said, Waddle, yeah, they got him. See, those are the deals. I know what you're getting ready to say. Those are deals that we somehow miss those.
Because we for some strange reason, we don't want to take them chances. We want to try to build through the draft. That's good now, but we need to go ahead and start taking them chances. And as far as the caller before you, he said the exact same thing. I was trying to tell you the last time. All the plays Deebo Samuel was running out the backfield was usually the plays most of the run that take it to the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm pissed off about.
I know. That's why when people are delighted, Emilio, about Mostert leaving, that was not a good thing. No matter, okay, he gets hurt, the thing is that, my God, Mostert can, if you can keep him healthy, which is tough, but if you do, boy, you got an extreme weapon. I mean, that's like a nuke. So yeah.
But as far as that, their offensive line kind of sucks. So they ain't gonna really do what we thinking they're gonna do. Just because they're getting all the speed, you got to get a time for the plays to develop. And if you're going against the top defenses, that's not gonna happen.
I know, right?
So we need to go and get Christian Watson out the draft.
And as a matter of fact, since you're talking about that, Anderson, I want to address Sacktown. Says y'all talk like Aaron Banks is just going to be. We don't know anything about Aaron Banks other than the fact that he couldn't get on the field last year. I hope he's as good as Aaron Banks, the big guy we got last year in the second round.
You're forgetting about what's that other guy, Jalen Moore? He did all right on that. He did all right on that side when didn't Lincoln Thompson go down for or Trent Williams go down for a high little second, and he filled in. He did all right.
Anderson, the problem is he got beat out by Tom Compton, according to the 49ers, because they were saying they were looking at Tom Compton, and of course, what is his name? You just mentioned.
Jalen Moore, but see, when Jalen Moore was doing, he was doing all right. He was on the left side. He did good on the left side. That was on the right side when he was getting beat.
Yeah, and the thing is, we always put players. Did Jalen play the left side at school?
Think so.
See, that's why when the 49ers, I really wish, I don't care how bad or whatever he is, if he does a good job, if I see him at Notre Dame or something playing a great job on the right side, would you draft him, please? Stop making left-sided players. Stop switching them to the right, especially at this level. It's too late. And then they're going to come in there and get the brains beat out. I think Mike McGlinchey has a lot of troubles he has because they made him switch sides.
Because we supposed to be, who is that dude? I can't think his name. Who is it? Hands. I be watching on the NFL Network that be going across the bottom of the screen. He got us, as far as power rankings, we number 6. Well, shit, we number 6. I was like, well, damn, that's on paper, bro. That's on paper.
I know.
That defense got us all the way there. It was just a few plays. It was just a few plays. But other than that, man, I think we're gonna be all right. If like the guy said just before, Miss Kyle wasn't Stop being a stubborn and stop being a fucking idiot. Stop being a fucking idiot, making people mess up, losing their money. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like this. If I lose some more money, I'm coming out there, man. And me and him gonna have a problem. But but
he admits nowadays
I'm tired
every
of
now
him,
and
man.
then that he'd if he had to walk something back, every now and then he says he wouldn't have did it. But you know what Kyle always does? He always justifies what he does and explains why the thought processes went as they did when he made that call. And then you feel like, oh, okay.
And then he be tripping. And like he should like the energy he had on that when he blocked that field goal. When he had that energy Kyle had on the sideline when he kept showing him, you should have kept that same energy all the way through.
But then he refused to renew the special teams coordinator. Refused to renew his contract. that was a play of the year.
Yep. We're gonna be all right, but shit, that defense gonna be good because you know what? Since K1 Williams gone, I think we got Shavars Ward to fill that spot because Thomas he gonna be that ball hawking motherfucker next season. And Emmanuel Mosley, he gonna be all right. And you already got Ward right there. And I really do want Tavares more to come. I really want Tavares more because see,
I forgot about Tavares.
When he got them goddamn 2 interceptions in the Super Bowl, I say, man, that boy is better than Tart. He should be starting.
Well, if he's back, I got to tell you, Anderson, I don't think they're going to renew.
He's got to stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy.
I just don't think they're going to renew. I think Kwaski T might be done. Anderson, we got to go, family. Good to hear from you again. We only hear from you now and then, but because I know you're busy.
Oh yeah. I had one more thing to say. Hold on. Yeah, I remember the last time when I called, right when I got off with me, because this guy, he always in his fucking Moulion, you know, this old mustache Pete, man, they call him. He think he's the goddamn Capital to catch, but he don't like because me and you, we agree with keeping Jimmy Garoppolo because we know what we're talking about. He wants to call in with his bullshit and thinks we some fucking assholes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck this guy, who he thinks he is, but hey.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, guy.
All
right, man.
Anderson, a lot of people do not like Jimmy. I've gotten used to it. So
because they don't know nothing about football. They have never played football. They don't know nothing. You are a fan. You don't know what goes into it. It's like this. From little league on to the pros. What's the job of the quarterback? Get the ball to the receiver. Don't no job change. It's the same thing. Only thing that changes is the hitting. That's the only thing that changed.
It gets heavy duty.
Other than that, that's the only thing that changed. But everything still remain the same.
There you go.
Defeat the defensive end, sack the quarterback. Get to the quarterback, cornerback. Stop the receiver from getting the ball. Don't nothing change. It's all the same thing. It's just a different level. That's it. It's all the same thing.
Agreed.
But but shout out to everybody. Love you. Peace. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, Anderson. I appreciate it, fam. I need you in here more often too. I'll be back Monday if you got some time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, fam. Have a great night.
All right.
One thing about this program, people don't forget anything. So be careful. When you take shots at people, they'll be back to get you later. I don't even know. Be ham.
Ronbo, tell me what's new tonight, baby.
Oh man, we got Hyder back on the other side. Because the thing is, I'm worried about them overworking Nick to death. Now I got another madman on the other side. I like Ibukum. I like Jordan Willis. I like everybody else we got. I ain't got nothing but love for him. But Hyder. Now Hyder's gonna make things a little difficult. Now Nick doesn't have to put in a 12-hour day in a 4-hour period or a 3-hour period. I'm loving it. And also,
you got somebody to replace DJ Jones?
We got that Ridgeway dude. He ain't no DJ Jones, but if you get a chance, look at his clips. The dude's got potential. Okay. He could be one of them people that has been misunderstood. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like in preseason.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check out some clips because I just heard you and another guy talking about Ray. And what I seen out of Ray, I went to. I don't know. I looked at a highlight tape the other night, man. It didn't look too good.
Now he used to fumble. he used to fumble, but he's worked on it. From what I understand, what year were you looking at though? Because year before last, I think Ray was okay.
I think it was this past season.
See, I didn't see that clip.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I typed it. Let me. I'm gonna be looking it up while we on this conversation. But I think it was this past season, Ronbo.
Oh, by the way,
because they was letting you know how many times he was targeted. And how many catches he had and all kinds of stuff.
And why the Steelers let him go, which is questionable. But I forgot about Javon Kinlaw's back. So you know what? DJ, he may be missed, but we still got forces coming up the middle.
Okay. You say he may be missed.
Yeah, he's DJ Jones is special, though. Yeah, that kind of quickness in a big man is not every day. And the dude is
that was the 2020 to 2021 season that I was looking at. So
that was last year.
I don't know what it.
2020, 21. That's year before
this season.
Yeah.
Well,
he was punt return. He was the best guy in the league.
Oh wow. Well, that's a good thing then. That's a good thing. At least we got it for some then, right?
Yeah, because think about how many times Richie James raised his hand up in the air and the ball's just coming off the punter's foot. Richie, put your hand down and locate the ball and get ready to make a return.
Right.
You know, it's
right.
Richie. What are you calling for fair catch for? So this guy ain't gonna be doing that. So
Yeah. I also looked up Jalen Waddle. I don't see him being traded right now. I've seen something said that the Patriots was mailbagging.
Yeah, I thought I didn't hear anything deal closed. I thought I saw something, but interested me. Anderson, he's still Patriots didn't pick him up, but I read something about him. I just skipped reading because I didn't see anything finished. So,
I think that'll be the dumbest damn thing that they could ever do. The more speed you have, I won't say the dangerous you are, because speed does kill. But I will tell you this: with that speed they got over there, I don't think he is going to get hurt that much this year.
Man,
I think Tua. I think they putting something around Tua where he almost gonna look like he did with Alabama. If they build an offensive line, they might be a dangerous team, man. Just think about it.
Because you know how McDaniel is. He's not gonna just run the system. He's gonna make it apply to and fit Tua.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
One thing about it, Tua is pretty accurate. You know what I'm saying? When you got players that can get open.
Yeah.
And that can make the catch. So I'm just saying, a lot of people saying they ain't got no faith in Tua, and this, that, and the third. You got to look at where he done had. You got to look at the coaches, just the pieces around him. Look at what he got now. Now you got a good shot at judging him.
Mm-hmm.
If he can't get it right now, he trash.
I'm glad you made that point, because a lot of people think it's all about the quarterback. I tell you, I said, you know what? If the quarterback's got weapons, okay. But if you think the quarterback's going to go out there and make a mediocre talent receiver into a star, you haven't been paying much attention. And I see that all the time.
The only somebody who did that, it's only been two quarterbacks that I've seen make pretty much all their mediocre receivers a star. But the minute they leave them now, they're bums.
Yeah, they go back to being who they were.
Yeah. And the only two quarterbacks I've seen do that, Ronbo, is Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Those two guys right there, a lot of their receivers was nothing.
They were average at best. Although they finally dropped out of the below average area before Tom left New England. Because I seen Tom over there shouting at some of them receivers. When you've gotten that bad, it's Belichick and whoever drafted that kid, So you're right.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you know, a lot of like a lot of these teams. I'm tell you like this, and I know we press the time, but everybody got to get paid, and I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just a little different, and I'm from the old school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe your game speaks for itself. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got to look. A lot of these players, they want to get paid. Patrick Mahomes, he have done something. He have won a Super Bowl, so by right, he should have got paid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that from him.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if I was a player, I'd be looking at, hey, I just won it. What do I want to do most? Do I want to get paid, or do I want to win another championship? Because your legacy is everything. You know, he's a good quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback, but right now he only got one championship. Now everybody questioning him because he can't get back there. You feel what I'm saying?
11 years. See, this is what I'm talking about. People think it's all about that. You know, I says, the Super Bowl, how many quarterbacks are repeating other than Brady? Everybody else is one and back.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Brady was offered the money, but he took a lot of pay cuts to keep other players around him.
Smart.
So he can keep trying to win. I'm not saying none of these players shouldn't get paid, but at the end of the day, you're not based on how much money you made when you was there. You're based on what you did while you was in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your legacy really going to be? He won one Super Bowl and got paid $500 million and was trash every cent. Because right now, a lot of these teams is losing a lot of their players because they cannot afford them.
Because the quarterback's getting all the money.
Outrageous contracts.
And you know what?
So,
here's the thing, because he's lost Devontae, and if I'm Aaron, and I'm just sitting there to negotiate a deal, Aaron, listen, we can give that to you, but we're not going to be able to keep Devontae. We're gonna. Is that okay with you? And what did he say? And today he lost Valdez Scantling.
There you go.
So I'm wondering, and he's not winning any Super Bowl next year. In fact, I would go as far as say, Aaron Rodgers will never win a Super Bowl for the rest of his career.
I'm gonna say this right here, Ronbo. A lot of these it's going to become real interesting. A lot of these teams, a lot of these quarterbacks, a lot of people is going out there. They're looking for the black guys. They're looking for the fast white guys, the accurate guys. A lot of these guys is not going to be in the league. It's becoming to the point now because the defensive ends are faster. The defensive tackles are faster. Everything is faster now.
Yep.
You feel me? Even when you get injured now, you can have a torn Achilles, and if it gets torn in minicamp, you might be back by week 10. You know what I'm saying? The way it's right. So everything is picking up in this sport now. So I want you to think about this. A lot of these players that's going out here requiring this big money, they're hurting these teams. And these teams, and that's probably why the 49ers gave up a first-round pick for what they did to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, which I don't know what they're going to do because he's still on the roster. But you're looking at, hey, it's either we're gonna bring you in, you can either win, or we got to get rid of you and continue to bring in young talent that we don't have to pay.
There's no time to be hanging out and paying big money. But yeah, we got to go though, fam. I'm going to see you Monday night because I ain't going to be able to make it in here on Sunday if you got some time.
Okay.
All right. You rolling down the road right
man,
now?
I'm on the way. Yeah, I'm finna fuel up. I'm heading to Colorado, my man.
All right. You drive safely, hopefully. And you got time Monday, check back in with us.
I will do, my man. Be easy.
You too, fam. Night, be here.
All right. All right.
And let's go check out. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Bethel, man, we're sitting here. Hey, wait a minute. Bummer. No racial jokes of any kind. Don't let me see anything more about the type of girlfriend you're talking about. That's not cool. Don't do it. Anything else is allowed, but there will be no racism in here. Hey, Bethel. Yeah, I'm celebrating the fact that I think I've got. Wait, Bethel, that wasn't the door. But it sounded like the door.
That was the door. You wanted
door.
me to always go in with the entrance with the door. Here you go.
I thought that was somebody making that sound. It was never drawn out that loud and long. I loved it. Bevel, we are talking about the return of Kerry Hyder. And nobody is in favor of my bringing on Saquon Barkley, but you can tell me how you feel about that. Saquon, they're trying to get rid of him, and I said let's give him a 5th-round draft pick, and that didn't go over well, so I gave up on that. But how do you feel about that? And are we going to be even better now defensively than we even thought we were going to be?
Yeah, because what they're doing is that they're bringing back players that know that they're going to do good in the system, that are going to do better. If you see all these teams, what are all these teams are doing? They're letting their wide receivers go. Why? Because look at the draft. Look at all these guys running really fast. So they're like, hey, you know what? Go to another team. I'll get some draft picks, and I'll get me a wide receiver that
with
runs
a rookie
fast.
contract, they could run faster than you.
Yeah, with a rookie contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember before. They were saying that these wide receivers might go to second, they might go really down, but look at
there's too
how
many
receivers. Yeah, and look at how many receivers are getting to new homes. So that tells you right there that a lot of these guys are all gonna start getting receivers.
Okay, Bethel, let me ask you this. Are we getting one? Because there's a lot of them. The 4.3 is like becoming average now. I mean, you're seeing a lot of guys do that. We saw all kinds of dudes doing that during the combine. Are we going to get one this year out of the draft? Maybe 3rd round, maybe?
It depends if the right guy is there that fits with the Niners. If they don't, then they're not going to get one. And another thing that I noticed too is that, one of our coaches went to Miami, but the reason that he's doing that is because he has to get more than 10 wins. If he doesn't get more than 10 wins, that's not good. Why? Because their last coach had 10 wins, and they fired him. So he has to get better, or he has to make it to the playoffs. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. That's why he's getting all these. And plus, look at all the draft picks the other coach left them with, a bunch.
And lots of money.
And that's something that, and lots of money. That's something that we don't have. And they already had a very good defense.
Yeah, a young defense. They're going to get better this year, which is interesting. Yeah, that's true. They get a couple of draft picks to build that defense even better. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny?
And then I heard from Miami.
The AFC? Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, and then I heard from Miami that before trying to pick up Tyler Hill, that they tried to get Debo. Will you have gave up all those draft picks for Debo?
What team tried to get Mike?
That he wanted to get Debo.
The Dolphins?
But that we told them no. Would you have got all those draft picks for Debo?
What? Mike, stop. This dude's out of control. God. Because everybody knows Debo is the shiznit, right? So, man.
Yeah, that I heard that from, I guess it came out from Miami. I don't know if it was true or not.
I know,
But, that's something
Mike
I
should
heard.
know. The 49ers aren't going to give up any picks. Well, Big Show Big Show did suggest get a bunch of picks for Debo. Unlike Grant Cohn says get some picks for George Kittle. You see, you can't give up prime time all the time. What are you going to run on then? We're going to get some picks out of the draft. Bethel, what if they're so-so players, and we gave up a machine? Debo's boy, you're not going to get another Debo.
Debo is a team player, so I'm thinking he's gonna want a fair contract, something decent, because you cannot make him the highest paid wide receiver for one reason.
More than Tyreek Hill. Ow!
No, you cannot do that. Why? Because we made Kittle the highest paid tight end. We made Fred Warner the highest linebacker. We made Tim Williams the highest paid
Everybody cannot
linebacker.
be the highest paid.
Robbie Gould, we made him the line. You cannot have that much. You cannot have that much higher paid.
And we haven't paid Nick Bosa
players
yet.
In one team. Yeah. So it's gonna have to be a really good deal, and and see what happens, and and another thing is that our GM is gonna be really in big trouble just because of what he said, and a lot of people might take it the wrong way, because if he doesn't get any draft pick for Jimmy, then he was the one lying that there's any draft picks for Jimmy, and there weren't.
Actually, those rumors are already starting to surface about. I understand that the Colts, there was no substantive offer or conversation about Jimmy, and I don't know about the Washington team. And John talked about we got two picks, but John was just doing his job. I mean, he's got to go out there and sell it no matter what.
Yeah, but if say he wants to get rid of a player, and the guy goes, "Hey, are you really telling me the truth, or you're just kidding around like you try to do with Jimmy G?"
Yeah.
They'll won't believe you. They'll try to lowball you just because they know that you're probably lying.
Because as good as Debo is, I don't know, how many draft picks did you hear that they were that he wanted to offer the 49ers?
Everything that Tyreek Hill got, that's what they were going to give the Niners for Debo. But we decided not to, so they went to Tyreek Hill. So it's basically a battle against two ex-coaches for a wide receiver. Because I heard the Jets wanted him too. Wanted Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I remember that.
To go to Miami.
They lost to the Dolphins. So, and in that case, you're going to lose the Dolphins anyway, because the Dolphins, you're going to Florida, you're going to pay that huge contract, and I don't need to pay those taxes.
Yeah.
So, unless I buy a house or something, and then that's fine. So.
Yeah. So, it's, and then plus, I think on the draft, we'll probably trade up to try to get players, because if you don't have enough money to play all these draft picks, then you're going to have to give up some draft picks to go up in the draft so you could start paying some of those players.
Bethel, you know what? Now, the Big Show has flashed a question up here, and it makes a lot of sense. That's why it was a fair question asking if we could trade Debo. You can't have more than 4 players on your team making $20+ million. It harms. It really does. And for what you're saying now, we can count 4 right now. George Kittle, Debo, Trent Williams, George. We got about 6 guys. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
When we count Debo and Debo and of course Nick, we are in trouble.
Nick, we could wait on Nick just because of that 5th option.
But
Debo, we can't wait on him because he was a second
50-year option. I know what you mean. But that cap hit is still going to stay with us for a long time.
Yeah, it will.
So that's why the league parity is where it is. Every team has a chance to win. Why? Because you're not allowed to just stack the team with nothing but $20, $50 million guys. So it's kind of scary.
Yeah, and we usually don't do that. We usually keep inside players and build them up. Look at all the players that we have. All of them, we build them up.
Yeah.
We don't go and pay for players that are big names.
Yeah,
because
you gotta have a good coaching staff. To bring the best.
Yeah.
That's why Chris Kasurek is so important to this team. Well, Beth, we're going to run out of time. So I'm going to be back Monday and get some more of that door. By what Ian said, get some oil for that door. Ian, he is not getting oil for that door. I love that door.
That's my entrance.
I look forward to that. Oh, man.
All right, Ronbo, like always, good show.
Thanks, man.
Hit the like, and let's go, Niners.
All right. Have a great night, Bethel. See you Monday.
Right, you too.
And no, we just did that. That was the question I was going to say. Bethel and I were talking about that. That's why I told him about that. Big Show, thanks for that contribution, fam. And let's go check out with Tony. And Tony and I were talking about domestic chores and things like that. His wifey's probably got him putting up them shelves that she asked him about 6 months ago. Or that drainage ditch outside needs clearing. Hey, Tony! And we may have to come back to Tony. Looks like he's tied up. So. TNT, the Tony Nagatani take. Tony! You got the 2 T's.
Aloha, Ronbo. How you doing, man?
I'm telling you, I'm doing it crazily, man. I'm telling you. Because, like we were talking about the other day, the NFL, watching your phone now for the next notification has become exciting. What is next? Tyreek Hill knocked me off my chair, and I got excited about Kerry Hyder, too. I said, okay, good. Yep. You know? And no telling what's going to happen tomorrow.
About the return of Kerry Hyder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like the Honey Badger is still out there, and a couple of other big players are still out there that we're going to get some news about. And of course, you know, at some point we're going to have some Jimmy Garoppolo news too. At some point,
yeah.
But it's the NFL is it's exciting 12 months out of the year for this very, very reason. And the draft is coming up soon too. So all sorts of exciting things to talk about over these next few weeks. So I'm very excited to be a 49ers fan. But yeah, I think Kerry Hyder. Yeah, it really is the best, and that's why it's the most successful sport in the country. There's no doubt about that. But
gotta be.
You know, yeah. But just thinking about our defensive line and how great of a signing that Kerry Hyder is for us. He did so well for us 2 seasons ago, and then we let him walk. And he signed, he signed a big deal with Seattle. Mm-hmm. And actually, because of the fact that he signed that big deal, we got so many. It helped to get us so many compensatory draft picks this year too. And what happened? Seattle cut him because they're in rebuild mode now, and we re-signed him, and we got him back for another year on a very team-friendly contract. It's it's under $1 million guaranteed with like a bunch of sack incentives. So, which I believe we were talking about this last season. That's basically, I think, the way to play Kerry Hyder, because you know he's always done so well in 2 stops now with Chris Kosuric, and so he's going to be back and part of a really strong defensive line rotation. And you know, I know people are clamoring to try to re-sign Arden Key, and that would be very nice, but I don't think we necessarily need him, because we already have, I think, 9 defensive linemen who are already under contract going into next season, including Kerry Hyder.
And I hadn't counted that yet. Are you counting 9? So we're there. So Arden might as well keep riding wherever he's going next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we might actually get one more edge in the draft. But we might be carrying 10 into the season and have a really good deep defensive line room like we did last year. And also something else, that re-signing of Jordan Willis is huge, because we got to remember Jordan Willis missed the first half of last season because of the PED suspension.
Right.
So if we have him for all 17 games, it's just going to make our defensive line that much better. And then Ebukam came on towards the end of last season. So,
yeah, he did.
Yep. So our defensive line is going to continue to be a deep strength of this team, and it is super duper exciting. Ronbo, what is this I hear about you wanting Saquon Barkley? Take me through that.
I you notice I was embarrassed. You know, I've been told tonight hit by 7 different angles, and I seen the light. I stopped it. But you know, Saquon Barkley, I had a mad crush on a draft crush on him when he came in the league. And I sat there and I said, what are the chances in Saquon Barkley? And the Giants, I think they picked number 2 or 3, have selected Saquon Barkley. Although in hindsight, it was a bad move. But the thing is, Saquon Barkley was everything that Kyle Shanahan football is about. But that was just before Kyle got there, right? So I said, my God, look at that. He's going to the Giants. And so now the Giants need to cut they're trying to reduce payroll. And I said, and he could probably be had for a 5th-round pick. The Giants just want to get him out of here and let somebody else take his salary. And then he gets paid a lot because he's a top 5 pick. So, that's what I was talking about, Tony.
Well, I'll tell you something. If the price of Saquon Barkley is actually a 5th-round draft pick, I think it'd be criminal for us to not kick the tires on that. However, I gotta say, I'd rather draft somebody. In particular, in the 4th round, I'd like to draft if he makes it this far. But Dalvin Cook's little brother, Captain James Cook, because quite frankly,
perfect. Almost Captain James Kirk, but Captain James. I like it.
Well, Captain Cook was the guy who the English captain who was the first Westerner to make contact with the King Kamehameha of Hawaii. Of course, Captain Cook eventually got eaten. But that being said,
poor guy.
James. Yeah, well, I mean, he kind of deserved it. Let's be honest.
Anybody's evading you, exactly.
James Cook, though, I watched some of his tape from Georgia, and he's not the big runner that his older brother is, but he's got burst. He's great on 3rd downs, and I mean, he's basically a better version, in my opinion, of JaMycal Hasty. And not that JaMycal Hasty is bad, I just think that James Cook is better. And if we could get him somewhere in the neighborhood of the 4th round, it would be just a stellar pickup for us. And I like your idea of Saquon for a 5th, but the thing with Saquon is that he has that knee, and he's a running back, already seen a bunch of action. He's not getting any younger. Yeah. I think with running backs, it's critical to get him on that first contract and then take it from there. I mean, and we've seen it happen. Like Mostert got hurt, and now he's gone, and
he can't stop getting hurt.
I think we. And because it's the most dangerous position in football, being a running back, and it really is sad. And talking about that, it stinks that running backs get paid so little comparatively, and that they're not compensated because they're taking the most amount of risk. But and regarding Saquon, though, I don't hate that idea. We haven't seen him really on the field excel like he did 2 or 3 seasons ago. And if he's, I'd want to. I kind of want to see him play. But if Kyle, and Anthony Lynn were to give him the endorsement and actually, put some draft capital up and pay for him, I would be sold that, hey, now with Saquon Barkley, that could be interesting. I don't hate that, but it would have to be for like a 5th round draft.
And that's as high as you're going to want to go. 4th round maybe. But you know what, Tony? Yeah. He's playing so cautiously. He's going to get hurt. I did see him one game. I don't know why I was watching, but I was watching the Giants had one game before he got hurt again. And he wasn't, like you're saying, he wasn't the same Saquon Barkley that had everybody going, wow! It just wasn't. So, he's probably not going to be able to deliver that same kind of entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, and something else. Everyone's talking about trading Debo. It would have to be for a ridiculous deal. Like, it would have to be for more for the 49ers than what Tyreek went. Not necessarily that Debo, is the same speedy wide receiver that Tyreek Hill is, but he's younger, and he does more for the 49ers offense than what Tyreek Hill did for the Chiefs offense. And I think Debo is more valuable to the 49ers than Tyreek Hill was to the Kansas City Chiefs. And so to entertain a trade for Debo, it would have to be like 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and maybe a player. I'll be honest, because Debo is, he runs the ball, he catches the ball, he plays hard, and Debo's been good since he's been a rookie. And you still have 1 more year of cost-controlled salary on him. So, if some team wants to pick him up for his rookie contract for the last year of it, they got to pay a premium. So it's got to be more than what Tyreek Hill went for. But I'd rather keep Debo. I would much rather keep Debo.
In fact, this is just for conversation because Debo cannot leave. He's become – George Kittle was the face of the franchise. 2 years ago, and now Debo's starting to emerge. We got twin faces up there now. I still love George, but Debo's right next to him. They are so valuable to this team's offensive production. Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
so
and Debo was able to stay healthier this season than he was last, but he's looking better. All right, I got to go. Ronbo, always good to talk to you, my friend. Aloha.
You know, I agree. I'll tell you what, I'm looking for your money if you got some time for us, Tony. All right.
I'll do my best. I'm busy, but I'll do my best. Take care.
All right, Tony. And let's go to the other Tony, Falcon Tony. Where did I hear that before? Falcon Tony.
Bravo.
It's a TV show. Hey, Tony. Come on in here, man. You know
What
this.
it is?
I'm just laughing at what's going on around the league, man. Because I'm glad you came in tonight. I saw my phone. Valdez Scantling signs with who did he sign? Got a $36,000. Well, Valdez Scantling.
Kansas City.
Was it Kansas City?
Yep.
Tyreek leaves and Valdez Scantling comes over, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, see, Aaron, you asked for the farm. They gave you the farm. Now you got to go out there and work that farm by yourself. 5 o'clock in the morning. You got to plow them rows, feed them chickens, milk them cows, slop them pigs. You are going to be worn out trying to heavy lift this team to any kind of irrelevance in next year's playoffs. Hey, he still got Jones, though, his running back, though, right?
He still got him, but on Colin Cowherd, he said that Devontae Adams asked for a trade. So Cowherd was painting the picture that, you know, the stars as receivers, nobody wants to play with them.
Oh, is Devontae a difficult person?
No, they saying that Aaron Rodgers is.
See, that's what I was ready to believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Scally found a 3-year, $30 million deal. That's the same as Russell Gage, our third receiver, got in Jacksonville. 3 years, $30 million. Which is what your defensive tackle, DJ Jones, got with Denver. 3 years, $30 million.
Yeah. That's become the standard now. Nobody can go too much over that unless you're Tyreek Hill and you're a wide receiver. You still get that 30 as well. But, you know, I think the movement that's going on this year, Tony, do you remember anything like this in the last few years? It's insane what's going on. Hall of Famers, potentially. Pro Bowlers, moving like crazy.
And some of them hitting the jackpot. Not many, but some of them hitting the jackpot. You know, I can't recall something like this ever happening, Ronbo. And then, to me, like I said, I can't. That corner that was with that's really good. That was with New England. That went west. He hit the jackpot, and Christian Kirk really hit the jackpot.
Yeah, J.C. Jackson, and J.C. Jackson told everybody they're not paying me what I'm worth. So whomever he went to, we're going to not make the mistake of not paying you what you're worth. Let's just sit down here and get comfortable. Bring him in. What do you want to order? You know, and then from there they go ahead and they make that iron out that deal. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. I think the Chargers are going to be real good. Though. I like the move they made.
Ooh. I mean, just knowing Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa are on the same field at the same time. Oh my.
Yeah, and their defensive tackles aren't that bad either. That Terry kid they drafted in the first round from Notre Dame 2 years ago, and the Brandon Maine. That's the guy used to use Seattle. I can't think of his name, but they're not going to be too bad.
I know what you're talking about. I've heard his. I haven't thought about his name in a long time. The Hawks did not want to lose him. They had to, or they traded him. But Tony, the thing is, when you look at the AFC West now, the Broncos have something similar. Not quite as potent, but it's really nasty. And then you got the Raiders. What's that guy the recovering addict? He's got somebody next to him now too. Kansas City is the only place you can get relief because they don't have any edge rushers. They just got Frank, right?
No, these don't. Yeah, Chris Jones, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, Kansas City's about the weakest defensive line. You know what? Kansas City's defense wasn't all that last year anyway. They were okay, but they weren't special.
But I'm still afraid, Ronbo. And Ronbo, you said this to me 2-3 weeks ago. We were talking about Christian Watkins out of North Dakota State. I'm still high on him. Yeah. I ain't want nobody talking about him.
Yeah.
And then you told me, you said, well, you got to watch out for teams like Green Bay and Kansas City taking them at the end of the first round.
So it's all been rumored.
Yeah. Green Bay's going to take some receivers, Ronbo, in this draft.
They got no choice. They lost 2 prime-time receivers. And now, Valdez Scantling wasn't prime time, but he was a good second, third option. Right? And now, yeah, you're right. But Aaron's got to break him in, though. If Watt's a good player to come in, that's a good quarterback to come in and get broken in with, because Aaron will help him learn fast. But Valdez Scantling took 2 years. What's the kid? What is his name? Ebonimus or something like that. Anyway, he's still coming around. He's not bad, but you know.
I can't pronounce that name. St. Brown, the kid.
Yeah. St. Brown, I can say that part. But yeah, but is he is still with Green Bay, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know, Green Bay likes him 6 foot plus wide receivers. And, Christian is 6 foot something and blazing fast. You're right. When does Green Bay pick?
I don't know.
It's got to be at the bottom of the page.
They made the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's got to be somewhere around when you guys pick.
Well, you know what? You have a first-round pick, right?
Yeah, we picked 8th, but I'm hoping to trade down.
Okay, because you'd still be able to beat Green Bay. You ain't trading down to 32. Yeah. So, you know.
But we got to take defensive line with our first-round pick and our second-round pick. We have to.
Who's good in defense this year as far as coming out of the draft?
Oh, Ronbo, there's a whole mess of them, man. Give me a second here. Here we go. Defensive lineman, Ronbo.
Why check for OL, because I want to know if there's anything we could be looking forward to in San Francisco.
Jermaine Johnson, Florida State defensive end. I want him 6'5", 270. Trayvon Walker, one of those Georgia boys that won the national championship, 6'5", 275, defensive end.
If he's SEC.
You know about Thibodeau.
Yeah.
You know about Thibodeau of Oregon.
That name I've heard a few times. I'm not checked into him, but I heard that name.
Haywan Thibodeau, 6'5", 260. He needs some more weight on him, though.
6'5", depends on how he moves. Because look at what's his name over in L.A. That first came in with the Bears, and I wanted him out of the draft too. Leonard, is it Leonard Floyd?
Leonard Floyd.
I wanted him, man, out of college. Look at this dude, man. He ain't that big, but my God, he's quick, and he has range, right? Because he's long, and he's coming around. The Rams got a good deal with him. So 6'5". He ain't got that grown man strength yet. He'll get bigger.
Yeah. O-lineman, we got, I love this kid, Zion Johnson. He's going to be going on the first team picks, 6'3", 310 out of Boston College. Left guard.
Nice size.
Another left guard, Kyler Schott out of Iowa.
Pad level.
293.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Tony, real quick. How about that? The kid that came out of Detroit last year. Here's the thing. When these guys go in the first round, these offensive linemen, I forget to look back in on them. What would you, if you were going to evaluate his year, what would you say? Remember the big offensive lineman they got in Detroit?
Yeah, he had a good year out of Oregon. He had a good year. He started off slow, but he had a good year. They messed up. They had to move him. They moved him from right tackle. He was a left tackle, but they moved him to right tackle because of a couple.
Well, that'll ruin it. That'll ruin a ball player, especially of his magnitude. Oh, man, no matter how good they are, that's a whole new footwork to learn.
And, Ronbo, people, you and I understand, but these casual fans, you can move them from left guard to right guard. You don't understand. That is a totally different position.
There's habits that are formed and established. The mind and brain starts to now he's got to redo all his thinking and learn new technique. It's going to take a while, and some may never get it done, you know? So,
yeah. Like with Aaron Banks. So you guys he came out as a left guard or right guard out of Notre Dame?
He was left side. That's why I says, you know, I don't know why we expect at this level. I understand.
You got to right disappointed in him because y'all switch out second round pick on him.
I know, right?
Ready. Yes.
Well, he's going to get a chance because he's going to be playing left tackle or left guard next to Big Trent. So if he should be very delighted that he ain't got to work on techniques and change up a lot of habits. Man.
Yeah, because it was 4 of them. It was 5. It was 4 of them that came out of Notre Dame, all from the offensive line. The other 3 started. One is in Miami. Eichenberg is in Miami. The left tackle, I forgot what the other guy was at.
Notre Dame is an offensive lineman factory. This is all the time. What's his name over in Baltimore? They just turn out guys that are going to be good. I don't know who the offensive lineman people over there, but they run a great program. And
Quinn Nelson in Indianapolis, the best guard in football, blocking for Matt Ryan.
Yep. Your Matt's gonna love that. But Q was
Austin College and Notre Dame offensive lineman.
Well, Tony, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna go and look for you on Monday night.
Hey, Ronbo, you said something that was really funny tonight, and I agree with you because I've been in your chat for a few years now. You said you can't say anything that slips by because people in this chat don't forget.
No, that's true. I mean, Mike couldn't wait to get back here and get Chad Garrison.
Oh my God!
And and then you saw Anderson come in. Even if it's a month later, they're gonna come back and say something. But so
Ronbo, that was I'm not saying nothing bad about Mike, but he was reading off all of Chad Garrison's information. That was kind of creepy.
Hey, but you know what? It's like Mike says, when you don't know who you're talking to, you need to be careful. Some people do say things to people, and they think there's gonna be no repercussions. Actually, it's risky. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I tell you what, Tony. Let me see you Monday night. Be looking for you.
Rambo, enjoy your weekend, sir, and we will see you Monday. And that bacteria that's infecting the chat, ready to go.
Hey, ready to go. Rumor says it. Players say that the 49ers are one of the worst organizations. Ready to go. Wait, that is not true. Right. Players say nothing but good things about the 49ers organization. My God, why do people start these kind of lies? Anyway.
Yep.
I'll see you Monday.
Have a good weekend, sir.
You too, Tony. Night.
All right, take care.
And Mike's there. Thanks, Mike. 360, you're in Washington. Hello.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, what is your name?
This is Merrick.
You say marriage? Merrick.
Yeah, Merrick.
Yeah, Merrick. M-E-R-R-I-C-K. Merrick, come on in, man. Merrick, did you come in here on another phone number before?
No, I tried to do Zoom, but it wasn't working, so I had to use my phone.
Okay, because I can't remember that name. But anyway, we may have had another Merrick. Merrick, how you doing?
Doing well. How about you?
Fantastic. Anytime I'm talking football, I'm having a good time. And everything else, responsibilities and things like that, Merrick, I don't care. I just let them go. And when I leave this room, then I got to go back and deal with that. But in the meantime, I'm having a great time. You can tell I'm being enslaved. I feel so Mr. How poor guy. But anyway, Merrick, let's talk some ball. What do you think? I'm loving me some signing of Kerry Hyder. And if you want to entertain the possibility of Saquon Barkley, which I've been shot down on, and actually I've been talked completely out of that. But what are your feelings on these matters?
Well, I'm very happy we re-signed Kerry Hyder. I was getting a little worried because we were losing a lot of our key pieces like DJ Jones, Arden Key.
I know.
So I'm glad we could get Kerry Hyder back.
And you're right about Arden Key. I can't imagine him coming back. Arden Key's out there. I need money. If you guys can offer me anything more than $2-3 million, I'm your guy. Well, I guess you're going to continue to need that money. You got to be careful. Yeah. America, when you've made 1 year and you made one splash, out of all the time you were considered a bust up until now, you need to calm down. All right? I should come into the 49ers office. Listen, I really enjoyed playing here under Coach Kasurik, and I think that together we can make things happen. I'm willing to pay for a respectful contract, and I'm not asking for a whole lot of money. And then next year, if I kick butt, now I can come in and ask for money. Some of these guys aren't that smart,
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm hoping Arden Key will be smart and maybe value winning a ring over getting money, but we'll see.
No, I can tell you right now, Arden Key's, he probably thinks he's lucky that he had a good year with the 49ers, and he was supposed to be, he was one of the top draft picks coming out of his year I mean, we're talking about a guy who's from LSU, and we're talking SEC. Those guys get first look at every scout and GM in the NFL. SEC football is the football. And you look at everybody else probably afterward. But Southern football, my God, they're turning out some incredible athletes. So, but we'll see.
Yep. I am happy we're signing a lot of cornerbacks like Ward and Denard.
Yeah. Well, Denard, Javarius Ward, I can see he's going to be okay, but I'm not sure about Denard. Denard's been through a lot of teams already, and he played on a couple of practice squads. Whatever we get out of him, though, we'd have to be grateful. I have no idea what he's going to offer.
I wonder if we're going to bring back Jason Verrett.
Yeah, we're not hearing anything about Jason. Maybe in another few days, huh? I would think we'd have heard. Well, they're going to take care of whatever they can take care of first. That's a good question, Merrick. I don't know. He'll probably play for the same contract he played for last year, but are the 49ers willing to go through this again with him? Because it seems like it's just impossible for him and Raheem Mostert to stay upright.
Mm-hmm. It will be interesting to see if Raheem Mostert gets injured in Miami or not.
That'll be sad, won't it? That would be sad.
Yeah.
I'd really feel bad.
Because if he doesn't, there's something in the water in Santa Clara.
No, I mean something. I've been blaming the stadium, but we used to have a practice facility out there in that same spot. So I don't know why we get hurt so much and easily.
The football gods are angry at us.
Yeah. Well, I wish we could do some burn sage or something around the locker room so we can see if we can get the mojo off us. My God. We'll see what happens next year. I keep thinking we're going to have that year. I keep thinking, what are the odds of getting wiped out by injuries like we did in 2020, 2018? Why do we keep getting wiped out completely in certain years? Last year wasn't bad, but the year before was. And then, you go back to 2018. Yeah, every other year, Merrick. Every other year.
Well, if that's the case, this year we're going to be wiped out with injuries.
Right? Man. They should just keep sage burning in a 49ers facility all day long, every day. Get the mojo out of here, man. God.
Yeah. What we should do is just wrap every player in bubble wrap.
See, that doesn't work, though. As soon as you unwrap them, they still find a way to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Shanahan's way of thinking, though, Kyle believes if they're not used to contact by the time the season starts, they're definitely going to get hurt. He even said that. He said, well, one reason why we go a little heavier than most teams may is because I want to get our players used to it, because if they wait until the season starts to get used to it, the chances of them getting injured, the risk are higher. I'm sitting there listening to Kyle say that. Oh, Kyle, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. Kyle's got a few things you want to argue with. That's one of them. Because I'm not going to argue with Kyle X's and O's. That would be you make yourself look foolish. He does questionable plays every night. Man, how many plays have you seen Kyle Shanahan do that you really wish he would have thought a little bit more about that before he called that play? It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll find out about that coming up. America, anything you want to add, though? What else is on your mind?
Well, I do think that we definitely have a good chance of getting far this year. The NFC has gotten a lot weaker. Considering the only top teams I can think of are the Rams and the Bucks. Everyone else is kind of just a big wild card.
Yeah, because I think the Seahawks.
AFC,
if we lose,
AFC is going to be scary, though.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm going to say. We have
since
6.
We play the AFC this year.
Yeah, no, we got 10 games that are pure hell this year. No, I forgot. I'm counting the Hawks. Don't count the Hawks. The Hawks are, Merrick, this year I'm going to say it with confidence. Are you worried about the Hawks? Why?
Just because even when they're terrible, we still find a way to lose to
them. Merrick, I refuse to believe I said this last year, though. I refuse to believe that the Hawks are going to present any kind of problem. Although you know what? I hate to admit this, Merrick, but the Hawks are a well-coached organization. People can say what they want about Pete Carroll, But if those guys are ready to play come Sundays, they mess up like everybody else, but they don't. It's not from a lack of effort and preparation normally. And they did have Russell Wilson, who did all the heavy lifting, but still. We'll find out. I'm not counting them out. Okay, so 2, 4, so Rams and Cardinals. So that's 4 and 5 with the AFC West, 6 with Brady and company. If Brady's on the field, it's going to be a problem. 6. So yeah, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9. Yeah. 9 games we're really going to get tested. For sure. No doubt about it. I got to look at the rest of the schedule. I'm not sure who else is on it. But yeah, 9 games where either come in there with guns blazing or get shot dead. It's going to be rough.
Yes.
Man. So we'll see. Anyway, Mark, hey, listen, I'll look for you Monday night if you got time, huh?
Yeah, I'll try to be here. There's been a stomach flu tearing through me and my family, so we've been sick for the last few weeks.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, you guys, that'll pass. You'll be fine, and your family. So you guys hang in there. All right, Mark. Have a great night.
All right, you too.
Thanks. And area code is 209. $209. Okay. And it's the Ramelia. Hey, Rudy.
Ronbo.
So, Rudy, did you check out? I gave you some respect tonight by saying I looking for 4 games plus 5 games from the AFC West. That's 9 games. Plus Brady, that's 10 games. Let's see. Who else is in the NFC West has to deal with this year? Only the AFC West.
What?
We share. We only share the AFC West. Everything else is random.
You guys play the Raiders too, right? You guys play the Raiders.
AFC West.
Yeah, the Raiders. They're all going to be tough. They're all going to be tough.
I counted all 5 games. I mean, that's going to be rough. And then I counted Brady, the NFC West. And, that's 10 games.
Well, too bad we don't. Too bad we can't play the Falcons twice a year, Rumble. Then Tony would love it.
Taking shots at Tony.
he can tell us how Stafford and Ramsey are overrated as they're picking and throwing touchdowns against them.
You know what? Here's the thing. Mariota's over there running that club now, right? So they're going to change their style some. There's a little maturity. They need, Ridley's not going to be there. I don't know what they're going to do. Well, like Tony says, they're pretty much in rebuild at this point.
Props to my brother Tony. I have love for Tony. He's just having fun, but it's sad that they didn't get that chip because the greatest quarterback in Falcon history, they couldn't get it done. That's too bad. They had that lead and Brady did his voodoo on them, and that's too bad. But Ronbo, I'm just sitting back looking at all the things. We built a monster. The Rams broke the NFL. Everybody was talking about, the Rams are all in. They're wrecking their future, and everybody's copying us now. Everybody's trying to go all in and get the chip. The teams that think they can win. You would have never thought that Russell Wilson was going to lead the Seahawks, and there's even rumors that Brady might go to try to go to the Dolphins, and
did that rumor get started already? My God.
Yeah, they already started it.
Tell him no, Dolphins.
But props to Brady, but that guy, if you're gonna retire. Don't BS about it. Don't be a Brett Favre. If you're not done, stay in there.
There's something announcing your retirement and coming back 15 minutes later. You know what though?
Yeah,
Rudy, that's it. He loves Florida. you know what? That's where he is going to Miami. If Tua has any problems this year, they're gonna go for Brady.
Ronbo, I have a quick question. So my brother Tony, I'm looking at the chat as we speak. And so which is it? When he says that the Rams won the Super Bowl because it's a fix, the NFL's rigged. And then here he is saying the Rams are overrated, Rudy, stay tuned. So which is it, brother? Make up your mind. Come on now. You can't have it both ways, man. If the Rams would have lost, you wouldn't have been saying that the NFL's rigged.
Rudy, I gotta tell you, though, OBJ, although he didn't figure very much, you know what's funny? You guys did get away because OBJ did not figure heavily in most of the season when he came in because it took him all day to get adjusted. But when he did finally come around, he was effective. I don't know that Von Miller, you were watching. How many times did Von Miller really make a difference?
Well, when we got him, we were getting him for the late games, and he started to come on. But his ankle was worse than we thought. So it took a little while for him to get acclimated, you know. And but in the Super Bowl and against you guys, you know, he made timely plays. You know, God bless him. You know, I tip my hat to him that they gave him all that money. It's not all guaranteed, but you know, I would have loved to have had him back. But the Bills. Yeah, the Bill. That's why I say they want to go all in. You know, we kind of built a monster because everyone's trying to do that. You know, people were before they were standing pat. Well, we're gonna get all these picks and we're gonna go through the draft and we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. And now they're realizing, well, look, the Rams did it. Well, why can't we? You know, so that's what they're all trying to do now.
So the
only ones that didn't get the memo was the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And then you guys, Ronbo, you know, what are you guys doing? I guess there's a rumor that Trey Lance is going to play game one. Take the bubble wrap off the kid. Let him play. What are they doing over there?
Wait a minute. Trey Lance is going to play. What do you mean? If he's playing game one, the bubble wraps are going to be off. Right? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, no, but I'm seeing reports, but I don't see an official where Shanahan saying Trey Lance is our starting quarterback.
Right.
I haven't seen that. That's weird. This kid, he's only 20-some years old.
You mean they haven't announced that he's going to be the starting quarterback? I think they did.
Yeah. To stop the rumors, all this, the Niners are getting this guy, Niners getting that guy. Maybe and then who's your backup quarterback? Because the kid, he has potential, but he already got hurt twice last year, and I mean he hardly ever even played. It looked like Shanahan was trying to run him into the ground, running up the middle and stuff. So. It's going to be really weird next year.
Some of that was Trey missing windows, but he got better with that. By the time he played the Texans, when he took off and ran like that against the Chargers, he all of a sudden had to get ready, and there wasn't a lot you could do with him at that point. He hadn't learned enough. But, he's coming around, and I don't know what he looks like now and as far as running the playbook. But he looked a lot better in that Texans game than he did the Cardinals game. And the Cardinals game is when I was really wondering, oh my God, is he is he going to be okay?
And he needs the reps, Ronbo. I mean, you got to see what you have. You gave all that draft capital. He needs the reps. Forget that we're rival teams. I'm just saying that for the kid,
any quarterback,
he needs the reps. Even if he's playing part-time, you got to. It's one thing to watch.
Yeah.
You got to get your timing down with the guys.
Yeah. Any time, every position you got to play. Look at Ambry Thomas. He got a chance to play, and after a few weeks, he was coming around. So, yeah, there's no doubt about that. And,
But – and it's important, Ronbo, because, look, if you look at the Super Bowl, my boy Tony's talking about it's rigged. If you remember the key pass in that Super Bowl where Matthew Stafford looked off and I was telling you in preseason about the no-look passes that Stafford was doing that before Mahomes was even in the league, but he was in Detroit. He did that no-look pass over the middle that did on the winning drive where he moved the linebacker over and threw that no-look to Kupp, and we got downfield. The only way you get that is with reps. And so, that young kid needs reps. So, I don't know what they're doing there. They need to come out and we're going to stand behind this guy. They cannot bring Jimmy back. I know that's your guy, but the clubhouse is going to be, one guy or the other. They're going to have their allegiance towards different people. You don't want that.
The only question is if the 49ers are thinking that way, I don't know what's going on in practice. That's the only one. Why would they be hedging on that? And rumor is now that they're not in any big hurry to move Jimmy. I don't know, and maybe nothing more than a rumor, but they're not busting ass trying to get rid of Jimmy. And I'm thinking,
yeah.
Okay, guys,
and
what is really the problem here? So.
And has he cost you guys a couple players? You guys couldn't sign a couple players, right, because of that cap hit, that $25 million cap hit that he's going to hit.
No,
you guys couldn't. You guys lost some players.
Well, they haven't re-signed some players. Kowalski T. The 49ers have signed everybody they've wanted to so far. They know how to manipulate the cap. Yeah, they had a couple of guys restructured.
I mean, I got to tell you, Ronbo, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, Ronbo, because you get to the top of the hill, or like in you guys' case, you went to the NFC Championship game, and you keep losing players every year. It's like, dang, man, let us run the squad back a couple years in a row like the old days.
I mean, Rudy, aren't you? You've lost a couple of players. I mean, everybody loses players every year. There's nothing unusual about that.
Every year, we lose the Johnny Johnson the thirds. We always lose players, and luckily the cupboard hasn't been bare.
Well, because if
it's frustrating.
If you've got a contending team, you're going to lose players and coaches. Did you lose any coaches?
Yeah, we lost coaches, but luckily, McVay does pretty good getting the coaches. But same thing with Shanahan. He's got some good coaches. I don't know what they're doing with Greasy over there. I don't know. Maybe his dad called in a favor. He's not going to help Trey Lance. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, come on now. That's like bringing in Dan Marino. That's like bringing in Dan Marino and asking him, "Hey, Dan, show him how to be mobile."
Anyway,
I mean, if it was me, Ronbo, I would say, "Hey, look here, Steve Young. I need you to work with the kid. Let him know when you're supposed to run.
That would be ideal.
Or bring in the cowboy. What's his name? They used to be there with number 99 on the 49ers. What was the Cowboy's name? Your defensive end. The Cowboy.
Charles Haley.
Charles Haley will work. Bring him in and get those young guys going.
Okay.
The Cowboy, remember, he used to, with Alden Smith, he used to hold the guy, and then Alden Smith would come around the corner. I remember those when we used to play with the Cowboy. I think they called him the Cowboy or something. The old dude.
No. When you say Cowboys, that's just with the organization. No, it was Alden Smith
the player.
And oh God, now you got the Smith brothers. Anyway.
Bring him in there. Show them how to be nasty in there. It's just like on our side. I wish God bless his soul, Deacon Jones was around. There you go.
Justin, I think he was thinking about coaching just like Joe Staley, and these guys got to think about this for 5 years, and then their family's going to talk him out of it, and they're going to get over it. So,
yeah. But just bring him in for, Ronbo, bring him in for a week. Bring him in for a week and have him work with the guys and set the tone. Yeah, but anyway, Ronbo, good luck to you, man. Everyone stay safe. It's all funny, in the chat, my boy Tony, stay in there, man. I know you're a fan, but don't be that much of a hater on my rounds now. They won. You can't say nothing now. But listen, Justin Smith.
Listen, your team's definitely got a target on it, and everybody's coming after you. Just know that. And especially us. So,
Well, you guys are always a pain. Ronbo, you guys are always a pain in the butt. You know that. But
I do know that.
Especially with Kyle there. They're scheming. But rest in peace, my Lakers. Hopefully they'll raise up like the Undertaker.
They're done.
And
they're done.
They're driving nuts. My USC Trojans, my Dodgers are looking good.
Yeah, I was going to say, get ready for the Dodgers because the basketball's done. And I don't know about college ball, but it's over. The Lakers.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Have you seen that Showtime show, Ronbo, yet with the Magic and all them? I haven't seen it. The Showtime, whatever it's called.
I heard about it. I have not seen it yet, though. I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm waiting for where I can see it too, because I don't. Have they released it yet? I don't think it's even on yet. And
I've seen previews for all the time.
They're advertising because you can see the commercial everywhere. So I look at the
Ronbo, before I know you got other people, but let me ask you this as a Laker fan, right? Real quick. Michael Jordan, take nothing away from him. One of the greatest players, if not the greatest, people say, right? Argue, right?
Okay.
But as a Laker fan, with the ball in his hands, with a game on the line, who do you fear more, Michael Jordan or Larry Bird?
Jordan. Bird was awesome, but I'll take Jordan. Yeah.
But what if you're down by 3? What if they're down by 3?
I'm still taking Jordan. You know why?
Okay.
Because he's going to get that shot free. Larry, he could create his own shot, but not as well as nobody could create their own shot like Jordan. So if Jordan needs
I
a
just
three,
remember being.
He'll get there.
I just remember being Michael Cooper and Worthy hanging all over Larry, and he was hitting things going out of bounds from 3-point range.
Bird is definitely just ridiculous. I agree. But in this case, if I'm going to go give the ball to one or the other, Bird could be defended on occasion. Some of those shots were lucky.
Yeah.
But, most of them are on point. But Bird, well, he's the original white chocolate.
Yeah, he was a bad man. Yeah,
God, he was good.
I used to go to the Midsummer Night Magic games in the Forum, and there was a couple of times where Bird was on Magic's team, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing to see him on the same team.
Oh my
God,
that would just be unfair. Anyway,
yes, it was amazing. It was amazing. But okay, Ronbo, have a good night, man.
Right.
Take care, brother. I appreciate it.
You too.
Okay,
night, Rudy. All right. And with that said, we're gonna go ahead and check out. Tony's still taking shots at him. Screw the Dodgers, too. Do you know what actually, the Dodgers are an unfair organization. The Dodgers have a lot of money. They just signed, who was that? They just signed with the premier free agents in baseball. I don't know if they must, baseball. Do we have caps in baseball? Because the Dodgers are stacked. As well as the Giants did last year, and the Giants set a record too. The Dodgers were only a couple of games away from that. That's his all-time record. Oh, my God. But Clayton Kershaw is done. But we're not talking baseball. We're out of here. All right. Damn. I won't be back Sunday. I'll see you Monday night. And between now and then, just have a great weekend. And then now let's go to hockey. One thing you'll never catch. I know 5 black guys that follow hockey. Hey, wait. Don't we have a couple of black guys playing hockey now? I think so. Yeah. Is that Freddie Freeman? Is that right? Jolene? Yeah. Man. Anyway. Fam, please don't forget to hit subscribe. And give me hit them likes. I collect those. Hit subscribe because I don't want you. Next time I come in, I want you to know I'm looking for you. Thanks for the contributions as well, fam. Niners!